Hey y'all.
Hey guys, how are y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of the Mason Shady Show. I know we are coming to you late, but we are here. I want to thank all of y'all for showing up. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Mace, how you been doing? We've been gone for a while.
We have. I've been doing okay, trying to be a survivor as usual. How have you been doing?
Scratching and surviving as well.
Not scratching and surviving. But speaking of scratching
Scratching
and
and
surviving, I
surviving
gotta
good
get into
time.
it real quick. That damn that Netflix needs to they ass whipped. Netflix needs
Yeah.
to be whipped. Oh, I'm looking for her. Hey y'all. But Netflix, I just woke back up. Netflix
Hey,
needs to be.
princess.
Hey, twin. Hey, Cleo.
Okay,
Hey, Carol. I think
sir.
I said Carol. Hey, Shar. Um, Netflix need their ass whipped for that ghetto ass show, and I was trying to give it the benefit of the diz out, but
Mm-mm.
child, mm-mm.
I
I
knew
would,
from the
and it was
first
too.
trailer. I said, "This is not it. This is definitely not it." Um, who okayed this? Because the people from the Thelma from Good Times said that she didn't get any type of notification that she didn't okay this. It's full of stereotypes. It's just full of. I heard it was a drug dealing baby on there.
A
It,
drug dealing
a drug
baby
dealing baby, and
toddler
that's
with a blonde Caesar with I think a part. It
every
was
stereotype you can think of, they threw it in here, and it's just so ignorant. And I think really Good Times does not need to come back. Everything does not need to come back. It
no,
was
I
good
thought they
for
were
that.
going to like upgrade the good times, like
No,
progressively.
all that struggling and
Yep.
scratching and surviving. No, I'm tired of that.
I'll
No,
tell
that's
you,
not my
James went
narrative.
away. James had went away to his job and died on the train tracks for no reason at all because it was not for the betterment of his generation to come. Because this family right here is allegedly supposed to be James Evans' grandchildren, and y'all still in the same damn apartment that he done passed down. This is a typical ghetto, stereotypical situation, and it's crazy how the man was in the shower taking a shower with a roach, and the roach was singing with him. Like if
It's
the roach
so
was
disgraceful,
ain't
and this is
we
what
happy
they
we
think of
got
us.
him. Like,
This is what they think of us, and it's so stereotypical.
and
It's
if
not even funny.
any Negroes was a part of this, like, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I heard a lot of voices. I'm a voice nista. I hear, real clear audience.
Yes,
I think I heard JB Smooth. Is JB Smooth in it? Because
I'm
I
not
think
sure,
she
but I
played
know
the
it was a
father.
lot of well-known actors and actresses in here, and I know that they trying to get a check. But this is not the move. I really need this to be canceled. Nobody is getting really bad reviews. Nobody's saying anything positive about it.
Right, and I don't complain about stuff like that because I usually take stuff as if I complain and I'm like, this is just utterly disgusting. I couldn't even get past the episode. I watched like I got to like episode 2, I believe, like had midway through episode 2. And when they were doing the same thing that Florida Evans was doing, as far as like dressing up the apartment, where they come in the projects and check out the apartment and the cleanest apartment wins the prize, and she was down to the lobby with the nosy lady with the it was
I'm
just a
sorry. The
merch.
Good
I was
Times brand
disgusted.
is outdated. The Good Times brand is outdated. Yeah, it's done, and everything doesn't need to be recreated. If anything, let it be true to what it was, which was a story about a family struggling to survive. But at the same time, we passed that. We have church announcements. Um, One of our own, our beloved Juice Man, OJ Simpson, has passed on to be with the Lord.
Child.
Um, have y'all heard when they having a repass? Have,
I don't know, but
but OJ Simpson was 76. I did not realize he was this old. I did not.
that's
He was living his life. One thing I will say about OJ, he lived his life.
OJ was
Now
out there.
OJ was out there. He done went to jail a couple times. May have unalived a few people. Went on a high speed chase.
He was not guilty. He didn't do it. He did not do it, or whatever. But I was still angry with OJ. I don't know if I had let this go yet. And the rage had came back up when he had passed away. Me and OJ go back. We have a history that he may not know about, but OJ destroyed my birthday. I believe it was 1990 six with Nicole. What year was that? But I know Nicole was unalived on June 12th. My birthday, as everyone should know, is June 13th, along with my twin, Princess AV there. And
Mhm.
on June 13th of that year that Nicole was unfortunately unalive with her friend Ron, I was down to the bar trying to drink at a motorcycle club. It was called the Black Falcons. You probably know it if you're from the Bronx and familiar with the Black Falcons. I'm not sure it's a motorcycle club. I was a little grown for my age hanging with the bikers, but I was drinking, having a good time. And it ruined my birthday. It basically ruined my birthday. I couldn't listen to the music. I was trying to get my bad boy on. I was trying to get this. I was trying to do one of those and drink my back then. It was Thug Passion. It was you had the yellow Alizé with the Hennessy, and it was a Thug Passion situation. And I remember I had a lot of drinks, but I couldn't listen to the music because everybody wanted to watch him on the run in that damn Bronco, and it ruined my birthday. And I
Well, it
had a
made it
grudge.
memorable. It made it memorable. You remembered it.
I was upset because the attention wasn't on me, and everybody's glued to the TV. And I'm trying to, break it down. One time, I had it going on. That was like, imagine me back then. Like
He impacted
I
your
was,
life
I,
greatly.
I wasn't even supposed to be drinking, but I was there. I was there. I was there. I was in the mix, and it was my birthday. People were showering me with drinks until they said, "Wait, OJ's on the run. He's in the Bronco with his friend, and they're driving." And everybody turned the music off. So now it automatically got boring, and everybody was glued to the TV. And I'm like, what about me, OJ? Damn, Nicole. She'll have another white life in the afterlife.
Well,
I'm here.
I believe he did do it.
He
But
did.
I believe he did. I believe he did. Maybe he didn't mean to do it. Maybe he just got mad and had a moment. But it was because of the racist police that was dealing with his case
That
that he
damn
was able to
Furman.
get off. They
What's
tried
his
to put
name?
evidence
Furman?
on him, so they were found out. So Princess said it was 1994.
1994. Yep, 94.
That's 1 year out of your life. You can get it back. You can get it back. But rest
No,
in peace.
that
Rest in
was a
peace to OJ. And I didn't appreciate all them heaven and hell memes that y'all was putting out and being disrespectful when this man passed. I mean, and then Caitlyn Jenner gonna add her 2 cents talking about good riddance. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Like,
yeah.
didn't
He
Caitlyn
needs to
Jenner
mind his business.
unalive some people? I found out Caitlyn Jenner unalive a couple people
I
in an
think it was a
accident.
family. He took
Wasn't
down
it
a.
a whole family in a car accident?
May have taken down a family allegedly. I'm not sure, but he took down some people, and a
You
couple of
you
people he
you
did.
unalive people as well. So how are you any better than OJ? How are you any
He's
better?
saying that his was vehicular, and OJ. I have more respect if OJ did it. I have affinity for the man and slaughterers. But if OJ did it, at least he was like up close and personal. I think a knife is a perfect weapon choice of weapon.
And then he had the audacity to write a book. What if I did it?
No, but it
And
was so
then,
funny because it was like weird because like I have a weird personality, a weird sense of humor. So like death and morbid things like that is kind of funny to me. And when they drew Nicole's body out, I still remember the drawing of the body where she was at, but how they had a footprint in her back. Like, but they actually drew the footprint. I'm sorry, Nicole's family, but it was hilarious. Like how they had the body drawn out like on the floor, like she's dead, but she had a footprint in her back. I'm like, you stabbed her and stomped her. Enough was enough. Like
yeah, that's overkill. But he might have been in a rage.
he probably
He
was. But real
allegedly
quick,
came
speaking of
home.
dead
He
people, did anybody get into this Spanish lady who willed somebody? I don't know if it was her grandfather, her abuelita, her husband, but she willed somebody that was deceased up down to the bank and had him in a wheelchair deceased. had his dead corpse fingers trying to sign a paper. She was actually maneuvering his dead hand. His hand is dead. It was about to go into rigor. I think me looking at the body, my professional thing, I think he probably been dead probably about 3 hours because the rigor didn't set in yet. And because he was still a little soft. And she was grabbing him, trying to make him sign documentations dead. I'm like, this is out of control. She rolled him into the bank dead. Why would you do that? Like, how did he
I
die?
saw that. I think I saw that in my scrolling just recently. Also, a few other people have passed. Lou Gossett Jr. passed a few weeks ago. He was a major actor. He did a lot of movies over the years. His
Actually,
most
he was in,
latest movies were Tyler Perry movies, huh?
actually he was actually a guest star on Good Times. He
He
played Florida.
was
He
he
played
was dating
Florida's
Florida
brother.
at the end.
No, he played Florida's brother.
Didn't he? Wasn't he the one that
No, he
Florida
wasn't dating
dealt
Florida.
with?
That was the other dark skinned man that played on the Women's of Brewster place that got bust upside the head by the lesbian because she felt like she's being attacked by the man. But no, it was Lou Gossett Jr. had played Florida's brother, and he had came up
I
from
knew he
wherever.
was on Good Times though, but I swear I thought he was one of the guys that she was dating.
No, she was dating the guy that worked in the handy shop that Michael worked in because that's how she met him through Michael.
I'm
He
gonna
was
look
a.
it up. I'm gonna look it
I
up.
know, I know. Let me tell you something. I watch good. I still watch Good Time. I
But
can tell you every episode.
I had the pleasure of meeting him.
Yeah, he definitely played Florida's brother. I
Let
forgot
me
the gentleman
see.
that played her boyfriend, but it's the dark skinned guy that played the Women's of Brewster place. Remember, he was like the handyman, and probably he's just like a running handyman. He played the handyman in Women's of Brewster place and the lesbian after she got molested by the gangsters.
This is
Um,
what came up. This
yeah,
is what
that's
came
the brother. He played her brother.
Okay.
He plays her
You're
brother.
right. You're right. You're right. He played the brother.
I'm a TV, I'm a couch, but when I say I watch everything, I watch everything. White shows,
He was on
Chinese.
Color Purple. Who did he play on Color Purple?
Yeah, he played a member in the band. I
He
believe
was in the band.
he was
He
in
did
the
a lot of stuff. He was in a lot of stuff.
I know he was definitely down to the juke joint. He was down to Harpo's juke joint.
I'm gonna have to rewatch Color Purple and rewatch Good Times because my memory is fuzzy.
Yeah, it was the
Also,
dark. It was the real. You ever watch Women's of Brewster Place?
mm-mm.
Watch the Women's of Brewster Place. It's like a 4-part series. Has
He's in
Jackie,
that too.
Oprah, Lynn Whitfield. It's a lot of people, actors, and that's a good show. Women's of Brewster Place. But the one that played Flores' boyfriend at the end, he played in Women's of Brewster Place. And it was like a lesbian couple in there, and like back in the 80s, like people was upset that she was a lesbian. You know, the gangsters was like, what you want with a woman? I'll make you, I'll make you want a man. And they cornered her on a block party. It was like a block party that all the block was getting together,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a wall that was built on the block because this was another one of those ghetto hood shows. Like it was like the
Mm-hmm.
wall was blocking like the sun and blocking everybody in. Like everybody was like in by the wall in the hood. So they wanted to knock down the wall. And a lot of dirt was going on by the wall. Like people were selling crack, people was prostituting by the wall over there. So the neighborhood got together and like they wanted to get rid of the wall. Like we want to get rid of this wall. This wall is causing, chaos in our hood. And the lesbians moved in, and it was a nosy old lady that was peeking through their windows, watching them have sex and stuff. And was like, "Ooh, child, I saw you kissing. You're nasty. You're just nasty."
I
And
remember
then
that.
the lesbians was like, upset. So she took a walk, and the gangster saw her. She was like a pretty lady. He was upset that she was dyking, so he wanted to be fighting. So then he grabbed her down and her, and then she came up and she was like, devastated. And the older man that played Florida's boyfriend at the end, he saw her, so he was trying to help her. So he was like, "What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter?" So she was like devastated from just being attacked. She picked up a 2x4 and just started beating him in the head. And so she's beating him in the head. Like it's a good. I know the ladies in the chat saw it. It was it's a good watch it.
And also, American Idol singer Mandisa recently passed. I think it was today.
Yeah, I saw that.
I remember what season was she on? Was she on the one with Fantasia now or
They said
Ruben?
did Fantasia win? Fantasia didn't win, right?
Fantasia won.
Well, this girl, they said she was a winner, so she probably wasn't on the season that Fantasia
She
was
was a
on.
winner.
That's what
I
they
thought
say.
no. I don't remember her being a winner. Let me
I don't remember her at all.
let me see. She went into, I guess she went into gospel. Let me look at her American Idol days. Maybe she was on the season with Jordan Sparks because the name sounds very familiar. Because I used to love me some American Idol.
Princess said she didn't win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think she
Hollywood
won.
News got it wrong because like I don't recall her because I stopped watching probably around like the time like I remember Ruben Studdard, the other little white boy Clay Aiken, Fantasia, Jennifer
She was on
Hudson.
season 5.
I probably stopped watching it because I don't remember her, but I did see the clip and rest in peace to her and my condolences go out to her family, her friends. I don't remember her.
She was on season 5. So I want to see who else is on season 5 so I can try to remember the season. Because that was a long time. When I was into it, I was into it.
Let me ask Alexa. I didn't even plug Alexa, and I had to unplug Alexa because Alexa been beside herself.
Get into your business.
Alexa been wilding out. I mean, Alexa has been answering stuff I did not even ask her, and I was like, Alexa, let me unplug you because
Oh,
I
she
will.
was on the season with Kelly Pickler. So it was a lot of. I remember it was a lot of boring white singers that season.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
It says
I don't.
Catherine
I don't
McPhee,
remember like Tony
Slattery.
Clarkson. I
Yeah,
don't
because some of the
remember.
seasons were better than others, but and what's up with our people passing away earlier? It was another athlete, a
Oh yeah, it
football
was another.
player.
I believe his name was Rico. Let me
He
see.
was he was like in his like 40s, I want to say, but he passed. I'm like, what's going on with the young people? What's
Yeah.
going on? Why are we passing away so early? I don't like this.
And also, shout out and rest in peace to Mr. C, the finisher. DJ Mr. C, passed away as well.
Yeah. Shout out to all y'all, you know.
I know this is just
What's
this.
up, condolences.
This song is dedicated to my homies in that gangsta lean, and that's all I gotta say. Mm-mm.
So we don't want any more condolences. We don't want anybody else to be unalive. So I'm gonna need for Glorilla to get her life together and step away from that Taylor Port. Taylor Port is the devil.
It is.
I'm drinking a little bit of it now, but I'm at the house. I'm not going anywhere.
See,
You,
see.
you are too rich to be over there drinking Taylor Port and ruining your career because you want to get drunk. Yeah, and you can afford the good stuff. We drinking this because this is our best option. You can afford the good stuff. I'm gonna need you to get your life together,
Yeah, I have to
Glorilla.
go get my damn wine because I forgot all about my damn
Well,
wine
see
I had
Alexis
had.
twice because I see two different mugshots.
Um, I don't know, but she is giving what's the lady name from Steve Hightower and them
Uh,
Regina. She is
Regina.
giving a nasty old Regina. You know, this is some good wine. This is the Luscious Moscato Pinot Noir. Very good. Like for a cheap bottle, very good.
And then you got to the nerve when the police pull you over to ask them, "Do you know who I am?" Girl, I'm gonna need you to know that you are black people famous, and
No,
not
that is
even
the
just
most.
black people famous. You're of a certain age, black people famous. Because if you ask our elders, they're not gonna know who she is.
Like nobody knows who you are, child, and you sitting there in that thing, answering those dumb questions. The officer, I literally, I do not condone police brutality or whatever, but thank God I'm not a cop because I would stay in some type of trouble or be with my commanding officer because I'd have been going upside these niggas' heads. Like I'm sorry because I'm laying at the car and I literally get frustrated because she's leaning in the car at you eat it what and no I don't that though I good I good I would just bam I would have reached in the car and be like oh police brutality because I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take the ignorance.
I have I got the footage of her arrest pulled up. The police department is messy. Y'all releasing people's arrest
I would
videos and
too.
stuff like that,
If
and
I was in the control rooms, I would have been pressing
y'all
like
the
send.
police is messy.
They are, and
But
because I
but here we go, child.
I like it. So I can smell it from the breath. Okay. Right when you roll down the window. Okay.
yeah.
So in a few minutes, I'm going to have another officer come over here, and we're going. If you're willing, I'm just going to ask you a few questions. Okay.
Okay.
All right. How many drinks did you have today?
I'm cool.
You're cool.
Yeah, I ain't drunk or nothing.
For a city radio, certainly a good city. How many drinks did you have, man?
I'm okay.
That's not my question.
I'm okay, I'm telling you.
10-4. Ma'am?
I'm okay.
Not only can I smell alcohol coming from your breath, but I can also smell marijuana coming from this car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, in just a moment, I'll be searching this car. Is there anything that I'm going to find in this car?
I have a gun registered to my name.
The gun? Okay, where's the gun at? Were you drinking tonight?
I'm not drunk.
Okay, so I can smell it from your breath. Okay? Right when you roll down the window. Okay? It's okay, you don't have to reach for it. Where is it?
It's in the car.
Where is it?
In the car.
Yes, ma'am. Where at?
It's in
just
my
for
back
my
seat.
safety? Okay.
Yeah, it's in my back seat.
Where is it? Like in a bag or?
No, it's just in the back seat.
Okay. All right. Any marijuana?
Not nothing I can go to jail.
That's not what I'm asking, man. I just want to know. I mean, I'm gonna find it either way. It's
maybe
smell
like a 2 point something.
it.
Do you know who I am?
No, I don't. No, ma'am.
Oh.
I just wanted to get to that part. These white folks don't know who you are now. They don't. And they don't really care either.
She had her little titty out. You drunk, girl. You sitting there with your little titty out. You worse than Krishan. Krishan had the baby bouncing around the back seat. You got the ooh-wop bouncing around loose in the back seat. She's asking you a question. You are not answering the questions that this officer is asking you. I'd have been took the gun out and butt her upside the head. Like, boop. First of all, it would have been drawn at the car. Like, and as soon as she opened her mouth, boom. Oh.
Like, she don't deserve that. But what I will say is, like I said before, Taylor Port will make a fool out of you every time. It will drop you off and leave you there looking dumb and crazy.
Leave you there with your titty out. I know.
I need you to get it together, ma'am, before you end up in jail. What's wrong
that
with
made me want to go get a gallon of Taylor Port. I swear.
I got a gallon in the refrigerator right now, and I'm about to refill
I was
my
like,
cup.
this is how I ended up with this wine, because the little like local liquor store, I have to go to like the big one to get the Taylor Port. So I said, I'm like, well, get to me because I want to get like
that Taylor Port be having me late for work.
I was trying to get like Glorilla. I was supposed to answer something.
It'll ruin your life.
I didn't want to answer no question.
I
saw this video. It immediately made me want Taylor Port.
That Taylor Port will make a fool out of you. I know from experience.
I do too, child. And then they have the nerve, because we used to use that as the go-to, like in the bar. If you didn't want to drink, like like when gentlemen come in or someone comes in, they offer you a drink and you're working. So they be like, oh, just get the Taylor Port. You'll fill your cup with ice, pour the Taylor Port, and sip on that if you don't want to drink like a hard drink or something like that.
I think it's worse than a drink. I think it's worse than a drink.
Yes, I said why they said that. Because that's how I got turned on to the Taylor Port.
It'll make you go into a deep sleep, and then you won't remember shit. I mean, nothing.
And you warm, like you start stripping, you start getting hot. Because you start getting warm because, like I said, I never drunk wine. Like when I was I was a straight up, give me my liquor straight, no chaser. Because I used to drink with a friend of mine's mother, and she used to always tell me like the sugar and the liquor, just drink it straight, because if you mix it, you'll get a little bit intoxicated. You'll be more intoxicated faster. So I would always, ever since me preteen drinking, I would drink my drink straight. Like I was drinking them straight. So when I started working in the bar, and they was like, don't drink the drink straight because you don't want to get drunk. You want to, still be aware. That's it. That's it right there. And they like filling up ice. I was late.
This is the devil.
My blouse was unbuttoned down to here. I was sweating. My damn bangs was stuck to my forehead like Glorilla's. I didn't know what was going off that one cup. I was like, what is this? But I like it.
But Glorilla, you can afford an Uber. That's my thing. Get you an Uber.
Like, you shouldn't even be driving, girl. And you on your way, you're just getting into the game. Like, don't do this, girl. And you was telling your life story, and
she
I
don't
was
care
like,
about you. She don't know you. You are black people famous. These
yeah,
people
and
not
then
know
girl,
you.
like you, and the story that she told, how she came from a family, she had a lot of siblings. Like, she didn't have a bed. She didn't know what a bed was. She didn't know that people had beds until she went to like friends' houses and stuff like that, because her stuff was on the floor. And she grew up in a real poveritic situation, if that's a word. And for you to have this, you're coming up and you're having this fame and you're having this notoriety. Don't blow it, girl. Like, don't blow it
Yeah, don't
drinking.
blow it on some cheap ass Taylor port.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
don't
need
be
you
an
to
effie
get your
white.
life
Don't be
together.
effie. Don't be effie, girl. Talking about you blew your shit drinking. Like, how you went through $1 million drinking?
Let's quickly go into white folks news. I haven't been paying attention because I don't really care for neither one of them like that. But this kind of caught my attention that Honey Boo Boo Mama June spent all of her earnings that she ever made. She had a Google account that she was supposed to accrue and get money in throughout her, when she was on TV with Honey Boo Boo and all the stuff that she was doing. And Mama June spent all that money on drugs. So
This
now
is a sad scene.
Honey Boo Boo is crying on national TV talking about she can't go to college because her mama stole her money. And people are saying that she needs to sue. What do you think about this?
I'll sue the shit out of her. I would sue the shit out of her. And I want that bitch in prison. Because I've been watching Honey Boo Boo. I was a fan of Honey Boo Boo and the Toddlers and Tiara from that era. I watched her grow up. I literally watched Honey Boo Boo. That was a Honey Boo, the faces and stuff when she was a little girl, and she was like so cute. And Mama June just seemed like the quaint essential housewife, stay at home mother at the time. She was doing everything to get the
She
pageant,
wasn't
the
no
dress.
stay at home mother.
No, but it gave that the Honey Boo Boo, the original, the Toddlers and Tiaras. Those moms, like stage moms and stuff behind the hand. You sewing the dress. You're doing the eyelashes. She was very involved. Like, she was doing all that. This is how I met June and Honey Boo Boo. Then when I think Honey Boo Boo was like 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
yeah, she's been working since she was 5. She's been
she was like
making money
5 to
since
see the
then.
transition, because I was into like all those pageant shows. Like, I like the the pageantry and stuff like that with the little kids. But to see like the transition and to see the downfall of this family is horrible to watch, especially being a fan. This is terrible. Mama June lost that weight. She got beside herself. You never know if someone's been cracking. You don't know what type of drugs they were on, because a lot of
I
times
think she
a lot of
was
people,
on crack.
I think it was definitely giving crack a meth. It's definitely giving a meth or crack tease, especially with her boyfriend, the one that didn't have any teeth. And didn't come to see. We didn't see too much of Sugar Bear doing the Toddlers and Tiara era. But
That's the skinny guy, right? With the earrings and the platinum necklaces.
no, that was her boyfriend. That's the one that I believe helped her spend the money.
But
But
that's
no,
what I'm saying is he's wearing some of the money right
yeah,
now.
Sugar Bear is I believe Alana's father. Is Honey Boo Boo's father, and he was married to the other lady who wanted to get the surgery, the gastric bypass, like June. And they had when they first came on with this newer show. I was watching it. I haven't watched in a while, because after I
But
found
she
out that
gained all of that weight back. She had the gastric bypass.
she
She
was
lost
looking
a whole
good,
bunch
she
of
lost
weight,
the
and then
weight.
she gained it all back.
But you watched, but I knew she was going to I knew she was going to bust through that surgery as soon as she had the surgery. Because as soon as she had the surgery, because her, and I swear, like my sister, I have a sister-in-law that had the surgery. She had surgery before me, and she was like, so she lost the weight, she's looking good and whatever like that. But like I said, after the surgery, she was in the parking lot of KFC trying to lick chicken. And so I was like, girl, this is not going to work. This is not going to work, because this is a lifestyle change. Like, when I had the surgery, I had to change the lifestyle, because you have to stop eating.
Right.
because you have to stop eating certain things, and even your taste buds change. That's why I'm like shocked when I see people bust through the surgery. Because when I saw my sister-in-law a couple of years later, she was damn near 400 pounds again, and I was like, "What the fuck happened?" She was like,
It don't take
"Oh, girl,
long.
I'm about to have it again. I'm about to have another surgery, girl, because And I was like, "You just like you if you keep eating 5-10 pounds of cheese." And like you're gonna bust through the surgery. You can't eat like that anymore. Your whole thing changed. Like you can't physically eat, and they stretch it back out. And she had popsicles when she came down to the Wendy Williams show. Put that sugar and spaghetti on the wing. Even though I like a sugar in my spaghetti,
Who put sugar in spaghetti?
I like sugar in my spaghetti too. Don't judge me. But I just don't show the people.
Really?
Hell yeah. You're supposed to put sugar in spaghetti, but it depends on you only supposed to put a little.
Really?
You're supposed to put sugar in anything acidic. Anything like with tomatoes.
No.
Yeah. Because if you want to cut the acid in the tomatoes has an extreme amount of acid in it, and we don't really know it, and sometimes it messes with the skin. Because
Not
for my
really.
skin purposes, I put sugar in everything tomato. I put sugar in my ketchup. I sprinkle sugar in my ketchup because it's acidic, and I'll start itching, and I'll
It
start
already
breaking
has
out.
sugar
It
in
counters
it though.
it counters the acid in it, and some.
But what y'all don't realize, it already has sugar in it.
No, you gotta add a little more. I'm telling you, you gotta add a little more to counter that acid. I've been doing it all my life, but I don't
Tomatoes
use.
don't have that much acid. As much as
Yeah, it does.
citrus.
Like it, yeah, it does. We don't think it does, but it do. But she was
It's
putting too
mostly
much.
water.
No, but counter you supposed to counter. I counter everything acidic with sugar, even orange juice. Even in the orange juice, I put water in the orange juice. I put a little bit of water, and I'll add sugar to the water. Anything acidic, especially for me, because if I drink like orange juice or like lemons or anything like that, I'll start itching. Like the acid will make me itch, and I have to either drink a whole lot of water, but I cut it with like just a little bit. You're not gonna put like globs of sugar. You take like a little teaspoon, put a little bit of teaspoon of sugar in your thing. It's not overwhelming taste, but she was pouring it in, and it was crazy. Like she made it
To
like
each his
literally
own, but
a part of the recipe.
I don't like sugar in my ground beef. I never
No,
had
you
that
won't taste
before,
it.
but
This is what I'm saying. You won't taste it. You get it, so it won't. You won't taste it. You don't. It's not like you gonna be like, oh my god, this is sweet. This is sugar. Oh, like it's the Kool-Aid. No, you just put a little bit, like a little tablespoon, in your in the sauce, and that's it. It don't. It's not overwhelming. It's not sugary. It's not sweet. But hers was.
we got to talk about Bravo cleaning house and some departures from our some of our favorite shows.
Good
Potomac and Bravo in general is doing a lot of cleaning house. Robin this week confirmed that she was fired, not let go, but fired on her podcast recently, Shady. She seemed kind of emotional about it. She had an emotional moment with Giselle, and Giselle was like, "Oh, you're unemployed now, so I feel bad for you." It's not much that Giselle can do. Maybe Giselle could bring her on as a friend of, but she's not a housewife.
Good
But
night.
but don't you have to be invited to be a friend of?
I
Don't you
think
have to
so.
be?
Like
So I don't even know if she can be a friend of, but she's unemployed and she has a podcast now. Candace announced that she's.
what happened to the hats? Isn't the hats $1 million business?
Have you heard anybody wearing those hats?
We never know because maybe
Have we seen her advertising hats? Have we said anything about those hats since that season?
Maybe they're selling them overseas. Maybe they're popular in
Possibly. Maybe on Sheen. Maybe they're selling those, but
Mm-mm.
I'd rather buy a hat from Sheen than go to Robin Dixon website.
I don't want nothing from Robin.
A lot of people are criticizing Juan because Juan, number one, is always the house husband who does not support his wife on the show. He never shows up. Even Mia's husband showed up, and they're getting a divorce, and she's frolicking and laid up with the next guy. And Gordon showed up for Mia, but Juan refuses to show up and take a responsibility or accountability for his actions and makes
Robin
Robin
is
take the
just.
fall.
I don't like to
Do
call
you feel
people
bad for
stupid.
Robin?
I don't like to call people stupid, but Robin is pretty dumb. She's pretty dumb, literally. She's one of those pretty girls that you could tell that was always pretty. Like she was a video girl. She was one of those girls.
She was a video girl back in the
She
day.
was a video girl. She was one of those girls. But you're just
Good
overall dumb.
morning. It is actually morning here. Good morning.
Hey, she's just dumb. Like she's one of those dumb. Like you talk about. Oh, I swallow. You swallow and he don't show up. You swallow and he don't
I
cheat.
think that was
He
Cap.
cheat.
I think
Like,
that was
yeah,
all.
girl, first of all, no, she gives me one of those. Like she's desperate to swallow. Like she probably seen stiff and like real stiff, but she gives me one of those, I'll do anything. I'll do anything. Cause she'll do anything to keep her brother behind the scenes, like to keep her brother in the house. She will
It
do.
seemed like they are roommates. I think they have
That is
separate
her
bedrooms.
brother. Rob, what's his name? Juan knows that's his sister. She don't know that's her brother. That's the problem. But Juan knows that that's his sister, so he treats her as such.
I see a
She,
divorce pending though. I
I
don't
don't
see a
even see a
last.
divorce pending. This is not going to be a divorce. They're not going to divorce each other because Juan, he ain't got a job. Does Juan work right now?
She ain't working. When the money stop, ask Mia. When the money
She
stop, the
is
love
the
stop.
go getter. Juan, I'm telling you,
Ask Mia. Ask Portia. We're gonna talk about
she's
Portia
the
in a
go
minute.
getters, but she's the person that's going because Juan's going to sit around and she's going to feel that she has to make a way for her brother. She has to make a way for her brother. Like she single-handedly, she did all that with the house. Robin, you did all this.
They bought a brand new house and now you don't have the income. Your income has been affected. You don't
She
have the income that you had before. You bought this brand new house. Neither one of y'all is working. So what's gonna happen now? You can't even hardly get out of bed. You can't even take a bath. You know, it's a lot. I feel almost sorry for Robin.
I don't
She gets the short end of the stick every time, and
because that's what she accepts. She wants the short end. She wants it. This is what she accepts because, first of all, you making excuses for one. You know that it hurts your feelings. You don't want to admit it hurts your feelings because you're going to look stupid. Robin, we know the game. And instead of you playing into it and falling into it and leaning into the vulnerability, so we can just be like, oh my God, like I would have been crying every episode because I would have been keeping my fucking job. You hear what I'm saying? If I had to go put on a show, fuck you on because I'm telling everybody that you cheated on me because I am going to be the victim because I need to check.
Will says he doesn't feel sorry for her. I mean,
I'm going
the
to be the
fact
victim.
that she doesn't have any support, like her husband don't show up for her, kids
She's play
backsassing
victim.
her.
Robin is pretty dumb. She's very pretty, but she's dumb. Your man, you had the perfect storyline. Your man cheated on you. This was y'all lost everything before.
But I don't think she should throw her baby daddy under the bus, though.
Not throw her baby daddy under the bus, but I would have been playing into the ladies like, yes, I'm hurt. Instead of her trying to act stoic and like, oh my God, like when they come to her, be like, Robin, how are you doing? I'm fine. Why? What? I would have been every time someone asked me how am I doing, I would have cried. I would have felt out.
Yeah.
You think Candace was folding those napkins? Please. After I finished with them, I would have had a Kleenex deal, a Scott's deal. They would have please. I'd have been crying every month. It would have been about me. The show would have been literally.
Well, I think that she didn't do good as far as the show. You didn't give the show what they wanted from you, and that's why they fired you because Andy was mad when you didn't film that wedding.
She's out here acting like a man. She's out here acting like a man. Hey, Mims. She was out here acting like a man. That's the problem.
Good news. I want to give congratulations to Candace and her husband. They had announced that she is pregnant and expecting a child. I would have liked to see that on the show, though. I would have liked for her to transition into a mother on the show. We saw her be ratchet and all this, but now, like Kenya, I felt like Kenya changed a lot when she had her baby.
Yeah, she did.
And I feel like maybe this could have been a moment of growth for Candace, but I also understand why you wouldn't want to have this on TV. But at the same time, you've been on TV. So why wouldn't why don't you want to share this moment with us? Because it's part of your story. You would have had a good storyline.
I
And
think
with
after
the
her
pregnant,
statement as well, I want to see the progression in her pregnancy on TV. I personally want to see it, especially after the statement she made about her not wanting to have a light skinned child. Um,
that is weird. I like you married a white man, so
no, but that's a lot of women, a lot of black women, and especially a lot of black women that marry black men. They don't like their skin complexion, and they don't like it, and they lie because
do
it's
you
cool.
think
It's
do you think
cool to say
Candace
no because
has
people don't tell the
self?
truth. People lie. They don't tell the truth. People like to stand in this black power thing. Oh, I'm dark and beautiful. Not that you're not dark and beautiful, but you know what America thinks of you. You understand? At the end of the day, you know, and it's not that it's right. And I'm not saying it's right. It just is what it is. Darker skinned black people have a harder time in America. Facts. You understand? That's just facts.
That's true.
That's
That's
just fact.
true.
So you know that. So you
However,
ease up your life by having you have this white man because they don't like their complexion, but they have to stand in this. I like blackness, their complexion. But if you have a light skinned child, you know you're going to be jealous of that kid, and it's not that because it's just natural emotion. Yes, I know a
I
lot of
never
dark
experienced
women.
that type of colorism.
Yes,
As far as I'm jealous of somebody because of
no,
their
because
color,
it's not that they're jealous. No, listen to
that's
me.
not me.
It's no, listen to me. It's not that they're jealous because they're light skinned. They're jealous because of the opportunities and the life that they will have because of them being light skinned, their own children. I know dark skinned women with lighter skinned children. That it's not that, oh,
But
I hate my
that leads
child.
to my point, though. I feel like Candace has self issues, internalized issues about her skin color.
Imagine her. Did she grew up
She has
privileged?
this self. It's something about her being dark skinned that bothers her,
Right.
and I
But
do think
it
she
bothers a lot
projects.
of
I
people and
do
they
think she
don't admit
projects.
it. They don't want to admit it. They
It's
don't want to
something
admit it.
about it because when we ask Candace to explain the colorism, she can't really explain it well, and Wendy has to
It's a
step in.
hurtful place because it's hurtful for that. It's hurtful to say that you look in the mirror and you don't like yourself, or you look in the mirror and you say you feel some type of way over your skin complexion and don't want to admit it because you can't say that publicly because you're supposed to stand in this black power. But you know what America looks at you as. America looks at you
But you
as,
keep bringing up colorism on the
and
show,
it's
so my
always going
thing
to be
is,
color. But I'm saying this is
and then you
America.
bring up colorism with your unborn child, talk about you don't want a light skinned child. So
Because
it's just
she
like
know
it
what
seems
it
like you
is.
have a
You're going to
self
look at that
issue.
child. She already know in her gut what it is. When you are dark and you have that light skinned child, your child is probably, you feel that your child's going to skate through life and your child's not going to have what you go through, what you went through. And that's a little bit of jealousy. Like, damn, I had to be looked at sideways. I had to, when my child don't, my child's hair is straighter. I had the nappy hair. And it's not that you don't like your child, you don't love your child. It's just the experience. She's not going to have, I had these experiences. Why did I have to have these experiences? Nobody wants to feel less than. Nobody wants that feeling. And we have to start talking about colorism because this is how the white man held us down by separating us by colorism. And if you don't talk about it or you don't admit how you feel, because you in this black power and dark is beautiful, black is beautiful. Black is beautiful. I think dark skinned people are beautiful. You have the beautiful skin complexion, but America as a whole don't. And that's just real talk. Everywhere you go, even outside of America, if you dark skin, it's going to be a problem. Light skinned people skate because I even had
No,
experience.
it
I
really
got
depends. Other countries
I didn't
do
get arrested, but
favor.
I was in Woolworth.
I think
Like I
that's
said,
an
I was in,
Americanized thing and a Western
but
thing
no, it's all over. You go to Dominican
because
Republic,
some countries do.
you go to
Well,
Indonesia,
Dominican Republic, they have a self
you
hate
go
issue
to China.
themselves. Like
If
everybody
you go
that,
to China, you know what happened to the dark skinned people in China? Do you know what happened to the
well,
dark
China
skinned?
is racist. China
This
is
is what I'm saying, but
racist.
this is why I said it's nowhere on the planet except for like Africa or somewhere those dark countries like that
Even
to
in
where
Africa, even in
dark
Africa,
skinned people and they're bleaching.
it's an
We know
issue.
what it is, but this is what I'm saying, but we don't want to admit it. Society as a whole, you skate, you get better in life, and we don't want to admit it because I get away with shit because I'm lighter. Dude, I get away with shit because I'm pretty and light skinned and lighter. I do. And I'm not going to sit there and act like I don't. I do. And I know I do because I was in Woolworth ever since a kid. And my grandmother was a colorist. So that was always in my face about your light skin. I remember I went to the beach and I stayed because I started getting dark on the I was at Rod Playland in the beach. And I was getting dark and I was looking at myself turn black in the sun. And I was getting excited. Like, oh my God, my skin is changing because I was young. And so I was like, oh my God, I didn't know because that was my first time going to the beach and getting dark. Like I was like really fair skinned. So, and I was excited, like, oh my God, my skin changed. And I did not know when I got home, do you know I got the beating of my life? And because I was sore from being sunburned. I didn't know you get sunburned. That was the first time it ever happened. I was in pain. My grandmother beat me because she said, you sat in the sun and you got black. Who gonna want you dark? Like she's like you sat in the sun and got black.
But speaking of bleaching, it looks like Nneka is a little bit more light skinned than what I remember her to be in this picture. She seems a little bit brighter here. But anyway, Nneka, it is rumored that Nneka has been fired from Real Housewives of Potomac. Nneka hasn't admitted it yet. She's doing interviews, and I think she's trying to extend her 15 minutes of fame. But I really don't think Bravo wants her back. I think she failed at her attempt to come at Wendy. I feel like, they could have came on and stood against the Green-Eyed Bandits, but you decided to go against your Nigerian sister. And
I don't think she went against Wendy. I think Wendy started that.
I don't think Wendy did not start that.
Yeah, Wendy was giving jealous. It was, to me, it was giving jealous.
Jealous of
throughout
what?
the whole thing.
Jealous of this?
No, I think she was jealous of another Nigerian. No, but it was another Nigerian in the situation. Wendy was giving, in my opinion.
No, but Wendy said that she lied and said that she knew her and she didn't know her. She didn't know her like that.
Listen, if you say this is just so stupid, that's just a dumb thing, and they get together.
It's the same thing with Nene and Phaedra. It's the same thing.
It's the same. Like you don't want to say, all right, I know this person. I may not know them where we're hanging together, but I know them. We have friends.
That's what I'm saying, Yvette.
It's a Nigerian circle. For Wendy to even, hey Yvette, for Wendy to even sit there and be like, oh, she don't know me, and she said she know me. No, girl, because you schemed and plotted your way to get in the circle. If we do recall. You understand? We do recall.
Karen,
you pulled, Miss Wendy, you pulled the same thing
to Wendy,
right? Yeah,
it was like, I don't know her like that.
Yeah, like you pulled the same, and the same thing happened to you. And for this to be your Nigerian sister, instead of embracing her and to say, as Wendy,
didn't know that lady.
But but we have friends. You can say, look, I don't know her, but I don't know her personally. I do know of her, but we have friends in common, but we do not hang out. I don't know her like that. But you were saying, I don't know her. Like this girl's a total stranger. Like you never saw her before.
She said she met her one time at a party. That's what she said. That don't mean you know somebody.
Okay, you met her one time at a party. But nobody's saying, but she knew it. Just like Karen didn't know her. She was upset because then if that's the case, Karen didn't know her.
I don't believe Karen knew her like that. If Karen said she didn't know her like that,
but she feel that you knew of me. You met me before. It's not like I'm just a total stranger and you're seeing me as if I'm alien to you. Don't act. Wendy was acting like this lady.
No.
She was.
Nneka played it to production that she knew Wendy personally. That was the
probably did.
She played it up like we were besties, and we're not.
I don't think that girl went as far.
Don't act like you know me and you don't know me. That's my. But I do think it's karma.
Wendy getting beside. They both was getting beside themselves. Yeah, they both was getting beside themselves. I think they should have came together as two Nigerian.
Jealous of Nneka? They said she.
I don't think she was jealous of her.
Member on the show the whole season. They said she was the reunion. She was not. She was an audience member basically. She didn't say nothing. She was on the side.
Because
why would Bravo bring her back?
She don't need to come back. I don't think she needs to come back. But Wendy was like, as soon as the girl came in the building, it's like you didn't want to give her like you didn't want to. You wanted to be the only one.
Because she was talking about her mama and talking about her
well,
mama.
She knew what her mother do.
She called her mama a witch. If you talk about my mama,
if the broom fits. Well, if the broom fits. Well, if the broom
she's a fan.
If the broom fits. I said, well, if the broom fits.
Well, I know we all know Wendy's mama bleaches. we don't know if she's a witch,
We don't know, but like certain religions,
evil thing.
they
I
have
felt
certain
like I just feel like it was out of
certain
place for
traditions and
Potomac.
they do have certain traditions that us Westerners may consider witchy or witchcraft, which is not witchcraft to them because this is their religion. You understand? Like
So y'all
we may
saying
consider it.
Wendy Mama is a witch? I
Hmm.
thought she was a woman of God. She said she was a woman of God.
Why do people confuse? Like people are just like they take everything like so literal. Like because people have certain practice. That don't mean they are not a woman of God. That don't mean that they don't believe in God. Because first of all, you got your religion because somebody told you. Like you don't know nothing. You're like nobody knows nothing. You know anything that you know is because some white person told you. You didn't what do you know for sure that you wasn't told?
That's what was said on the show. I'm repeating
That's
what
what I'm
was
saying.
said
Like
on
what
the
was
show.
like these people like just because she's a woman of God,
Wendy
she
said
probably
that she was a
practices
woman of
other things
God
that's
and
within her
she
faith
is
or
not
belief.
a witch. And you called her a witch. That's
She's
why she
probably
don't deal with you.
she's not a witch. That's what I'm saying. She's not a people consider things and call things witches. If she has a shrine up, right? If somebody was to go to the house and she may have like something up or to her deities or something like that, somebody may call it witch. Oh, you're a witch. They may call it a witch because they don't understand it. That don't mean I'm a witch. You may come in my house and you see my madamas or you see certain statuettes or you see say, oh, that don't mean I'm a witch. Don't call me a witch. I believe in God. I pray like the other person. I believe in the Bible. Do I believe in other things? Yes, but that don't take away anything that I believe of my faith of the Lord and the Jesus and the Saint and Jesus Christ. It don't take nothing away. But people put labels on people because of what somebody told you. Somebody told you that you can't do this because it's this. Somebody's labeling her as a witch because she may have a shrine up. And that don't make her a witch, but it means that she may have other beliefs. She comes from another country, another thing. She may have other beliefs. And Wendy being indoctrinated into a Western society is probably embarrassed about those beliefs. And my mother is not a witch. We don't do this when you girl, like
She said
girl.
she's a
Who you
good
talking to?
Christian woman. I know
That's like
Catholic people do have shrines. I know that
they
that's a
do.
part of
Catholic people do rituals
Catholicism.
every Sunday. Every Sunday
That's
when
what I'm
you're
saying.
eating the bread of Christ, when you're doing the bread of Christ and drinking that wine, what do you think that's a ritual? A ritual
It's
is
a
something
tradition.
that you do.
Yeah.
It's a ritual. What is a ritual? A ritual is something that is done at a certain time on a certain day in a certain place repetitively and annually, weekly, or whatever. That's a ritual. But people like to sugarcoat it. Oh no! That's not what it is. We're lighting the candle for King David. But King David may be Shango in another thing. It's just the thing that we don't understand. We don't know nothing. Only thing we know is what somebody told us. Some book that we wasn't there when it was written. We don't know if this shit is true.
But this is the thing, Yvette is speaking facts tonight. There is no proof. Y'all just making accusations on people.
No, it's no truth.
So
But
you talk
it's
about
like
my mama, you expect me to be cool with the person that's talking about my mama?
no,
I
but
don't
this
care
is
what
not
my
the
mama
first time
doing.
this came up. But Wendy needs to be a little.
It is the first time it came up.
No, it's
Wasn't
not.
nobody talking
No,
about
it's not. This is not the first time her and witchcraft came up.
the
Her,
mother? Wendy's
no, it's
mother?
not. Wendy's mother. No, it was not. They said that she was doing voodoo. What 2 seasons ago when Wendy first came on?
When?
Yes, they did.
I missed
Yes, they
that.
did. Yes, they did. They said that the mother, remember they said that the tribe was cursed, and that Eddie marrying her. Come on now.
They
This
didn't
is
go into detail. They didn't go into
But what I'm
detail with
saying
that
is
story.
this is because she didn't allow them because a lot of Africans are embarrassed, especially when they're Americanized. A lot of when they come and they're Americanized, they're embarrassed about the things that they believe in and the things they do because us as
Yeah.
Americans call it witchcraft. We call it witchcraft.
It's
So why would they
something
want to say?
because Eddie's parents refused to accept the children
But this
because
is
he
all
married
why? Because they
Wendy.
were cursed. Why would you be cursed if you don't believe in witchcraft? Why would you feel that you are cursed? Please, like this is just a lie. People lie because people call things different names. when it's all the same shit. It's all the same shit.
But Wendy
And they
never
like
got
to call
into
it different things.
detail. I want to know more about that story on why
But they're embarrassed
Eddie's
because I like
parents don't
Africans
deal
are
with her.
embarrassed about certain a lot of times. Like I said, I was married to an African, and certain things that he did, I called it witchcraft, and he was like, "No, this is my religion," like whatever, like this. And he used to get offended, and I'd be like, "Oh, you doing voodoo or whatever?" And he used to get really offended and be like, "This is not voodoo. I believe in God, such and such." And he used to get very upset. And I was like, "Voodoo," and walked away. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, because everybody is just called a different name. It's
I
just
think
called a different
it's
name.
more spiritual than
It's
anything, but
spiritual.
we can
But we
talk about
call
that.
things that
You
we
know, we
don't
can get on that
understand
all
as
day.
voodoo. We call it voodoo. We call it things that we don't understand. And people in the spirituality, people are into their spirituality. What you don't understand, people are afraid of, and they call it witchcraft. That's just what it is, and that's just the truth.
We
And
just
so
touched on the Potomac stuff, but we
we
got
don't
them.
know what she's into. We don't know if she's a witch, but we do know that obviously is something going on over there that probably
There's something
American
going on.
people
I will admit
are not
that
used
because they're not telling us the whole truth.
because they know
But
what it is. They know they have certain
but
beliefs. Please.
NECA, I'm gonna need you to, if you was gonna say something like that, I'm gonna need you to have facts and receipts. We love a good receipt. We love a good receipt. Ask
But I'm like,
Monique.
you can't bring a voodoo like
Ask
it.
Monique.
Those certain things, like I can't bring a voodoo though. I'm like, hey, this is the receipt. Like you can't do that
Or
because
what you can do is bring a witness. You know they good for bringing a witness on these
no, but a
shows.
lot of people they don't like to discuss. That's very secret. I'm telling you, amongst like the African community, it's very secretive because us Westerners judge them on it. We call it voodoo when it may not be. It's spiritual to them. It's not considered voodoo or voodoo to. It's spiritual to them. So we're so ignorant. We tend to call things that we don't understand. Like we don't understand it. Oh, it's the devil. That's the devil. If it ain't about Jesus, hallelujah. If it ain't about it's the devil. Like this is what we do. So why would I even want to tell you certain things? Because I could probably tell you something that could help your ass, that could do something for you real quick. But I ain't going to tell you because every time I tell you, talking about it's the devil. So you die, and I'll sit there watching. And when I could
Speaking of
help you,
that, I want to know what type of messages you have for this situation because Mama D has been going overboard, overboard,
I don't
overboard
think she said enough.
with the hate for Bambi.
I think the hate for
Bambi,
Bambi
I
is
feel like Bambi
warranted,
don't
and now
even
that
deserve all this.
and that's when I saw that Carlos.
I
She
just feel
does,
bad.
and
I
that's
feel
I saw
bad
that
for
Carlos.
Bambi. I feel bad because it's
I
like
don't.
every 5 seconds you turning you on Instagram Live, you on social media, talking about this lady who is the mother of your grandchildren. So if you want to see your grandchildren, it seems like you want to keep a good rapport
She
with
have
this
no
lady.
grandkids. Let me tell
You
you something.
ripped up this lady's degree on TV. You said she wasn't college educated. She said she was college educated. She brought her degree to you and showed it to you. You rip it up on national TV. Then you go to different colleges here in Atlanta and just make fun of the fact that you think that she pretended to have a degree. Like, what's going on,
Yeah.
Mama D? At this big age, don't you
Well,
have something
at
else to
first,
be worried about than
at first,
Bambi?
at first, I was looking at Mama D the same way that you were, and I was feeling. I was like, "Yo, leave this girl alone." This girl was she's the mother of your grandkids. She's the ex-wife of your son. Just leave
But
this
what
girl. You
has
just too
Bambi
much.
done that's so bad? What has she
After
done?
I no. After I saw this Carlos, did you watch Carlos King interview where she totally embarrassed herself? She sat on the Carlos the
I
King.
saw parts of the interview. I didn't say the whole
Said this
thing.
girl actually said that she was a professional side chick in so many words. Like you saying that you was with Scrappy or messing around with Scrappy ever since Erica walked past him in the house when he was moving out and she didn't see him. That's how long you've been messing with
She said
Scrappy.
that to spite Erica. I think
But you
that
look
was
stupid. This
said to
goes to show
spite
that
Erica.
that college degree obviously didn't work. Because you look dumber than you looked before. Because if you was a side chick to this nigga, you was messing with Benzino and him, you're a whore, first of all, a whore. You were sleeping with Benzino allegedly, and sleeping with Scrappy. You
She
admittedly
said
said that.
her and Scrappy was not together during that
No, she
time.
said we got down. Her words was we got down a few times. Like y'all wasn't together like that, but y'all did have sex. You was intimate with that man, knowing.
So,
This is what I'm saying. Full well knowing, so that makes you a whore. Full well knowing
she's
that
a
he
whore because she had relations.
had relations with a man that you knew that had a woman. What does that make you?
So what does that make him?
That does, but he's a man. But this is why I say women and men are not the same, and we got to stop acting like we're men. This is why women and every woman that sit there saying you ain't got a man, like every woman that sit there act like and say stuff like that, bet they single. Because first of all, women and men are not the same. If my husband goes around sleep with 10 men, 10 girls, I'm supposed to go around and sleep with 10 men to make it equal because I'm a man. I'm supposed to because I'm making it even. No, I'm not going to slut my body out. My body's a temple. If you want to go whore around and do that, that's on you. But my body is a temple. I'm not sleeping with everybody. That's something you could do because you have an outie. I have an innie. You understand? Men and women are totally different. You know what? And if you sleep with those 10 women, I'm going to leave you. I don't want to be with you because I don't need to be with a man that does that. But what I'm saying is that women, we can't compare ourselves to men. Stop doing that. And everybody who's doing that, you're single and you're in the bed with your 2 fingers probably in your coochie because you're by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you think you're a man. You're not a man. It's your whore.
It looks like Mama D deleted her social media because I can't find her right now.
This woman sat there and said she was a professional side chick that you, and then you went and married the nigga that you was sleeping with. If you knew that he was a liar, because obviously you knew that he was no good because he was sleeping with you when he had a woman. You said that you thought Diamond was his baby mother because obviously the man that you were sleeping with, giving your body to, was giving his
Y'all
body.
see if y'all can find
Not
Mama
only
D
you,
page. I can't find
but
it.
he was giving his body not only to you but to other women that you knew about.
Oh, maybe she blocked me.
That
Can you
knew
see
about.
if you see Mama D page? Because I don't see it.
This what does that make you? You're a dumb hoe. At the end of the day, you're a dumb whore. You're not only a whore, you're a dumb
go on
whore
my other
because you're
account and see
sleeping
if I
with
can pull it up.
a man that sleeping with that knowingly. You know he's sleeping with 2 women, and you still sleeping with him. And then you're gonna go marry him.
First of all, she said that
You're
she
lying.
was not with him. Y'all missing the point.
No, she
Y'all
said
missing the point.
he got
The
down.
point
This
is,
not
this
point.
lady did what she did, whatever she did before her kids was born. The
No,
kids
it's
are
not
here.
about your kids being born and then why is the kids
are
even
here.
here?
And
But this is the thing. You can't
Mama D is harassing this lady.
No, because you told me something last. Remember, you told me a couple of weeks ago. You chose him, right? You chose it even when things get bad. You knew what this nigga was before you married him. Obviously, you understand what I'm saying? So don't come complain to the public because we were feeling sorry for you. I felt sorry for Bandy. I was like, Scrappy's immature. Mama D is dead wrong. This woman is trying to, raise her children, trying to get over this devastating, immature relationship. But come to find out, you knew about who this nigga was all along. And your dumb whore ass married him. Ho. That's what happened. Like, you's a dummy.
Yeah, I think she finally took her page down because I'm on my second account and I just don't see Mama D at all. So maybe she learned her lesson because that last video that she posted of her going to different colleges and acting like she was the BAM and faking her college degree, that was a lot. That was very much extra. And a lot of people clowned her for that. So maybe she deleted her social media because I definitely don't see her on there now.
It's extra, but at the end of the day, they are running the same race. After I saw that Carlos King interview, y'all just about.
Erica talked about Bambi. Diamond talked about Bambi.
Wait, can I get on Erica? Erica's dumb as well. I think Erica's the stupidest.
Erica's no better than Bambi, so I don't know why y'all acting like Erica is just this.
Hold on, wait a minute. I think Erica's the biggest fool out the whole situation because you're the old bag of potato chips. You're the standby. Whenever
he messes up with these other ladies,
he messes up in a relationship, this nigga could get married, and you're sitting there and acting like on the guys that you're friends. You're not friends. You understand what I'm saying? You're playing the game too, like taking a picture. If I was Bambi, I would have beat Erica facing if I saw her on that picture. If she took a picture with my kids and posted it on the Instagram, and I know she's doing for spite. See, I don't do all that talking back and forth. That's why I don't get upset like that, because I'm going to fight you. And it may be immature, and I may be, but I'm going to fight you. We're not doing the talking. I'm going to end up in front of your door. Let's get it real quick, and let's get it over.
I feel like Baby should have been fought both of them. I would have fought Mama D.
I would have fought my mother. I would have fought Mama D. Come on, old hoe. Come on, old hoe. Let this young hoe whip your ass. Let this young hoe show you what the deal is. That's
well, Mama D
said, old hoe.
She made a song called with the Little Mermaid. What she call her in the song? Called
all these women in this situation is stupid. They're all stupid and ignorant to me in this situation, because Erica, you're sitting there being a fucking flunky, like your child's like 30 and you still trying to talk about we are family. You're not a family. And I hate when women act like they're family with their baby father. You are not. You have a family member in common. You are not family to that man. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all are not family. You have a family member in common. You're not family. Like women don't get out. Oh, we always are be family because we have our kids together. That ghetto dumb shit. That's not we're not related. We're not family. We have a family. I got cousins that have other cousins that ain't my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my cousin. That's your cousin. We have the same cousin in common, but we're not cousins. We have a family member in common, like it's a child, but we're not family. You and Scrappy are not family. You're sitting around playing games.
Mama D is taking it too far with the music videos, the going to people colleges and
like people. I said, after that video, I don't blame her. I was mad at Mama D, and I was thinking she was team too much, but I don't think she did enough after I saw that dumbass.
You don't think Mama D is pressed as Panini?
No, she is pressed, and I think she has she could be pressed all she wants to after I saw that dumb video. I don't even after Bambi sat there.
But what about you rent somebody's degree? That's crazy.
Like, aren't you college students? Didn't you graduate? Don't you have a degree? Women with degrees don't sit on couches saying how they were whores. You know what I'm saying? Like, weren't you college student? Like, aren't you college? Like, this is crazy that you said you was a long-term side chick turned wife, and then you're complaining.
She didn't say that she was a side chick. She said that she was smashing.
She said that you was messing with a man.
An independent woman.
No. You're trying to save. Don't be a hoe saver. Don't save these hoes. They don't want to save. Don't save these hoes.
She never said she was an honorary side chick. She said that she.
If I sit there and say.
She said that she found out that he was with Erica when the episode premiered.
So you knew that this nigga was a fuck nigga. It's just like when you like. I'm gonna bring my business into it. I knew my husband was a fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I still married the nigga, and I knew. And so when I complained to you, slap me back to like, you married him, stick with him, stick beside him. And you know when you said those words, and I was like,
I told you to stick beside him.
You told me, you was like, because I was complaining about something. I said something. You was like, child, well, you married him. You gotta make it work. And so I was like, you know what? You right, because I made this not bad, but I'm saying I made this decision or whatever like that. And I'm going to have to make the best, because like I said, as women, especially Black women, I want Black women to take responsibility for being dumb. Like sometimes we got to take responsibility for just being stupid. Sometimes we see the red flags and we see the signs and we still think we could change a nigga. And we still think that no, because we have
People do change. However,
but don't be
alarmed
when they don't. You understand? It's just like a snake. When you pick up the snake, you know snakes bite. So when he bites you, don't be alarmed that he bit you. You knew what this nigga was. You knew that he was lying to you. Like you said, you didn't find out to midway after y'all done slept together that he about to do a whole show with his baby mother.
Well, ninjas don't always tell you the truth at the beginning when y'all start smashing.
Right. But after a while,
they're not always years, yeah, with my baby mom.
After a while, I can speak from experience. You find out the truth, and sometimes you're still dumb. You find out the truth, and you're still dumb.
What they do is they try to get you hooked on the D.
But I'm never hooked on D. I get hooked on personality. I could care less. They want to
get you hooked on the D, and then that's when they'll start telling you the truth. And you be like, okay, whatever.
I haven't had intercourse in close to a year. I haven't had no intercourse in close to a year. I'm asexual. I don't that don't move me. That me
You don't
personally.
have no desire. You don't have no type of desire.
Not like
Nothing.
that. I'm very asexual. People look at me and they think like I'm a sex kitten or whatever.
But you don't do nothing for your husband. I know
I'm
this is personal.
emotional. Like I've been in a thing. I work on emotion. I get emotional. I get gratification off emotional things. I don't get like sexual. I don't have like you know women like that. That's weird to me. Like women be like, oh my god, I need some dick. I'm like, what? Like ew. Like you need it. Like you
I feel
that's
like y'all need to get yours. Get yours.
like
Get
no,
some.
and it's like it's
Really.
not. I think it's okay and it's fun when you're doing it, but it's not something I could go the rest of my life and never fuck again. I could go the rest of my life and never fuck again. It don't move me like that. Never did. And it just don't. I'm asexual, and then people look at me and they think because like oh you dressed a certain way or you may say a certain thing or whatever, like you're very, very sexual or something. I do come off sexual and I'm not afraid of being sexual, but that doesn't move me like that. I'm not. Oh my god, I need dick. I need it. Like it's like
I'm
don't
not
touch
saying
me.
you have to be hypersexual, but
Not hyper, but it's like no, it don't. It's not. I don't have the urge like that. I don't. Eh.
I feel like you need to do something with your husband. But we're gonna
No,
move forward to the.
you do need to, but what I'm saying is that a lot of people don't have the urge, like, and I'm one of those people. Like,
You
I'm
know who
not.
don't have the urge. You know who don't have
Yeah,
it, Portia.
I don't like that. Don't move me. I rather like I enjoy intimate like other connection. I enjoy like I'm someone intelligent. Like you move me by being funny and smart. If you're smart and funny, I'm attracted to you, and like, and I may have a crush on you, like, cause I'll have like I have a crush on the strangest people, like that I have a crush on, like, oh my god, they're so smart, and like they're so smart that turns me on, not like that, like not like that.
We got one more topic before we get into Diddy. We got to talk about Mr. Gubadia
Hey,
and
T.
Mrs. Gubadia. They're divorced. Portia's on the next season of Housewives. She's confirmed. Kenya confirmed this week or the last week that she's coming back, which we already knew Kenya was going to be back. I think Kenya's going to have the main peach this season.
She deserves
Shamia
it.
Shamia allegedly has a peach, but I heard Shamia got fired from her radio job here in Atlanta, and I was trying to get some more tea on that, but I heard Shamia got fired because she got into it with Miss Pat. You remember Miss Pat from Miss Pat show?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to find more tea on that because I don't listen to the Tigger show. I listen to Young Jock show in the morning. So they're saying that she got into it with Miss Pat and she was let go. So I don't know if Shamia is a main cast member or not. But it's been a lot of back and forth on social media with Mr. Gubadia. He's saying that he doesn't want Portia to film Housewives in his house. And he says that she bought a house somewhere else and she need to be filming in that house. I don't know why she's still living with me in my house.
Portia don't even understand what she got herself into, and that's all I gotta say.
Fallon said that if she see her, she ready to square up. Basically, did you see that interview with Fallon?
Fallon, please, Fallon, the way you were slipping and sliding.
Fallon, I'm sorry, I like Fallon, but girl,
Fallon,
Portia
we
will
like
eat you
you.
up.
You're very cute, but that's all. You're cute. Cute. Stay over there because Portia will.
But Fallon
Portia,
is hanging out with Portia's baby dad,
not the
the hot dog man. What's his name again?
Dennis.
Dennis. Fallon is out there hanging with Dennis now.
Well, Fallon is a spokesperson for his liquor. Fallon is the face of his liquor.
Do you think that's shade, or do you think that's...
I like it. I'm here for all of it. Yes.
I think Fallon, we need to bring Fallon on as a friend of. I want to see the drama.
I do too. And
I want to see it.
Portia don't know. Portia, you done got into it with a messy Gemini. You marry this Simon is a Gemini, and we are like dogs with bones. We don't give up.
He's very messy.
We're very, very messy, and we could get messier because we are reflections. Whatever you do, I can do better. Whatever you do, I can do better than you. You understand? So we are very much so reflections. And that if we feel that you're trying to play us, oh, we're gonna give you hell, and he will die. I'm telling you. We will die trying.
Do you think Fallon will get back with Mr. Gubadia just to spite Portia?
I don't think that she'll probably get back with him. I think it's too much embarrassment there for her to do it. If Fallon,
I feel like a lot of people are not really.
Dennis. She's better off trying to play the role with Dennis. Because you going back to Simon, that won't look.
But you going with Dennis and taking pictures with Dennis is very much messy.
Very much so, because I'd have been around your daughter. I'd have been having your daughter call me mommy. Just I would have been all up in the mother face because the mama don't like Dennis. You know what I'm saying? And the mama don't like Portia. I'd have been all friendly to the mother. I would have bought her that little Coach bag that you bought her, whatever that was. We would have bought the mama something different. We'd have been.
Fallon said she ready to square up.
It would have been. Fallon can't fight. Fallon can't fight.
She said if she see her, it's not gonna be good. We don't know if she can fight or not, but she don't give.
The way she slid across her own floors. When you slid across your own floors chasing a bitch in your house, you can't fight, girl. Cause you supposed to girl, the way she was sliding trying to chase Toya.
Fallon?
Remember when she was dressed like Medusa? I have a memory like an elephant. I remember everything. Like when they was down to the house.
That season is a memory in the wind. That tells a person.
Portia was looking at her floors like, I like these floors, bitch. Like I'm about to move in. And like she said, Portia was messing with Simon then.
She was.
She said she was messing with Simon then. And for you to be sliding across the floor like that, Toya is just disrespecting you all up and through your house. And you falling in your house. Girl. And now you say you want to fight
a little bit of the interview.
You want to fight DP? Not Decatur Portia. Sorry. DP
Portia has put hands on several people in the show, but here we go.
Smoke.
I mean, at the end of the day, she knows what she did. It could play out in the media, however, play it out. I know what she did. Simon knows what she did. Portia knows what she did. That wouldn't be a safe scenario. So I wouldn't even put myself in a predicament of even allowing that. I'm a grown woman now.
I would have talked to her.
Talk to her. Ain't gonna be no talking.
Were you shocked to find out when Portia and Simon separated?
No. Was anybody?
So do you think that was real?
No.
The whole relationship you don't think was real?
You don't think it was real at all?
No, I think it was just a ploy to get back at me. I mean,
really?
Yeah.
Not to get back.
I know Simon.
Not to have like a storyline or anything like that.
No, I mean she might have used it for a storyline, sure. Yeah, that was definitely a ploy because they were already together they were dating for a year while I was happily married, and that came from Dennis's mouth. So
let me ask you this:
she said Dennis is spilling tea.
Dennis is a snitch. I could tell by his glasses he get all the tea.
She said Dennis is spilling the tea that she was messing with Simon a year before they even divorced.
Yeah, so that scene, obviously they were together, and you can tell something.
But Fallon pretty though. She real pretty. I think she's real pretty.
Fallon is attractive, and fighting is just not, just stay to looking pretty. Don't fight, especially DP, Decatur Portia. Don't fight DP because DP will whoop ass. She's whipping asses.
Portia been known to drag people across stages and fight people in alleys.
To beat that girl down to the alley. They beat that girl down to the alley during that Christmas party with Juicy.
We know Portia is not supposed to throw a hand, so we know that. So I don't know if you want Portia with that, but I would like to see Fallon as a
do you mind if I take a week? If I want to do a review, and I probably won't even get up and do it on my thing, but real quick, while I have y'all guys here, I had ordered some these Pink Friday nails.
Sure,
and I just people been asking because I haven't opened them yet, so people been asking oh, how's the nails? These Pink Friday Nicki Minaj nails, they came well packaged. It took about 2 weeks for them to come. She has a lot of different nails on there. They're very nice. They are affordable. The nails that I purchased, they were $18.99, and it was a $4.99 shipping and handling. So they came up to $25 for the whole set. The packaging was nice, like I said. It came with this little how-to pamphlet that's showing you how to apply the nails, and also the nail packaging. I don't know if you can see it. See here, the Pink Friday the packaging is beautiful. I got the short square gold tips because I was trying to be professional, knowing that I want to be ghetto. I will be going back ordering the long ones because I love a ghetto nail. And it slides out. The packaging is beautiful. Like it slides out like a little drawer. So it comes with a little file. And I guess these are the extra nails in here with the little alcohol rubby things and stuff of that nature. And then the box flips up like this and it opens to reveal the nails. Like if you can see the nails I bought, they the short square nails. And the nails are very sturdy. They seem very sturdy, well made. They look expensive. They look very rich. It's giving rich sex. And then she has her little signature inside, Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday. But I will come back and tell you how they stay on. Did I have to add extra glue? Because it comes with the little sticky gel things to put on the nail bed that you press the nail to. I don't trust those because my nails will be flying all over the place. But I will come back to let you know how the nails place because I have big fingertips. So usually I can't wear all size nails. I have to get my nails custom made when I get press-ons. But I think it's really cute. Let me know what you guys think about the packaging and everything. Are you ready to move on, Shady?
Yes, we have one more church announcement before we get into the Diddy of it all. I do want to give a congratulations to Ashanti, who announced that she is finally pregnant from Nelly, especially after he got his $1 million deals. So now Ashanti is pregnant by him after years of long suffering and allegations that he's been Ring women in tour buses and, doing drugs and, powder. I'm glad that she's able to finally, secure the bag, get the baby. Are they married yet or are they engaged? But,
They are not married. My question of the day is, did anybody check on Irv Gotti? Did anybody check on Irv? Irvin Gotti, front and center.
Didn't somebody else come out with the story? I think her first boyfriend came out with the recent story about her. And I'm like, y'all haven't touched or seen Ashanti in years. And y'all still talking about her? She must got some good cooch.
I think so. I think
She must got some good cooch because y'all be reminiscing 10, 20 years later after the fact, still talking about this lady. And
I did see her ex-boyfriend. He looked like he was kind of Spanish, the Spanish-looking guy.
He was like black Spanish kind of looking.
Yeah,
and he came up with a story about Ashanti.
He didn't say too much. I think they brought it up. I did watch that. I watched that interview. Like I said, I watch everything. I don't.
But my thing is, if somebody bring up a relationship that was 10,
but
15 plus.
He honestly, I watched that interview. He didn't even, it wasn't a long thing on Ashanti. It's being that somebody knew that he dealt with Ashanti and they brought it up to him. And he just said
the point, though?
But they brought it up to him. It was like, oh, you dated Ashanti. And being that Ashanti is a star and nobody knew that you dated. So they feel like
nobody knew.
Busting
nobody
this big
knew.
secret. Nobody knew. Like, oh, well, so he said, yeah, we dated, whatever like that. And he left it at that. He was like, she's a nice girl. Whatever. He said at the time, we were together. We were in a relationship.
He said nice things about her.
Very nice thing. He didn't go into detail. He didn't say, well, such and such, like Irv. He wasn't an Irv Gotti.
I'm just saying that she must have got some good snatch. Because
no, obviously she got. You saw Irv was acting.
I think she got some good snatch because Irv was all up into it. He was telling the story like it was yesterday.
Nelly came back 30 years later.
Nelly did come back. He ran away, got with a white woman. Did he get with a white woman?
He got with a white woman. He got with he stole a girl from Floyd Mayweather. He did a whole bunch of stuff.
He was doing all types of stuff. And then I remember that event where they were all on stage together. Ashanti was on this side. He was on this side. He walked all the way over there to say that good snatch.
One of the ones. Ashanti is one of them
Kanye,
ones.
Kanye said, "Snatch the cat back," and that's what she did.
And he
That's
went
what
and
she
got
did.
it. And he went and got it and impregnated it. He went and got it and locked it down. Like this is Ashanti is probably the
Congratulations.
definition of good cooch. She
She must got some good cooch now.
and she's
She
probably
looked
a
like
good
she about
person.
6-7
She seems
months
like,
right
you know,
now.
a happy person, good person. But for him to come back around and their relationship to come full circle, because I always thought that Shawnee and Nelly was a cute couple. Did I ever tell you about my story with Nelly?
Are you
I
talking about
met
Shawnee
Nelly
O'Neal?
with Nelly. Shawnee,
Are you talking
well, you
about
know that's a
Shawnee?
nickname. No,
Oh, okay.
no, Shanti. You know that's a nickname they call
I'm
Shawnee.
about to
But
say, I'm like, not Shawnee O'Neal.
not not Shawnee O'Neal. But I did meet Nelly when Nelly first came out. When he was doing the going down, down, baby, there, and he did have a party at the Marriott, and I was invited to the Marriott, and I did go to the party, and it was a nice party. And he was nice. He's from St. Louis. He had the accent, but he did have a lot of acne at the time. His face was broken the fuck out. But he was a nice guy, and he was with the Saint Lunatics, I believe, at the time. That was a while ago. I met him
I
on
remember
120.
that group, and they used to have songs too.
Yeah, it was because it was going down, down, baby, your street in a Range Rover, baby. I
Don't
remember
you
that.
miss those times? Don't
Yes,
you
that's
miss
what
those
I
times?
met him on 125th. I met him on
I
125th. Like
miss
I said, I
those
used to intern
times.
for a record company. When I used to intern for a record company, I used to go with the street team. I worked in the office, but the street team used to be outside all the time, and they used to get to go outside and go like with the posters and with the celebrities and stuff like that. So I would like lie, be like, "Oh, I gotta go such and such," and I would go with the street team and go out to go meet like the certain people and stuff like that. So we did meet Nelly. We did go to the party. He invited us to the party back at the Marriott. It was really nice. He was a cool guy. That thing, but I'm so happy to see that Ashanti and Nelly got back together. This is like true love, and this is like a love story for the ages. I think this is a modern day love story. I love it.
I think it is a modern day love story if you take out the alleged, assaults and alleged powder
Well,
use.
it seems like assault is a long going theme. It seems like everybody has been assaulted. Everybody has been, man and slaughtered. It's man and slaughtering going on. It's assault of vacations. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. It's even Family Matters and got involved.
We're gonna talk
Paul
about it in a second. But I do want to play this little clip of Ashanti announcing her pregnancy. See, Robin Dixon, this is what it's like to feel supported by your husband or your man. Some people don't have that support, so I just wanted to show Robin. So do you have anything else to say before we get into the Diddy of it all?
No, but just congratulations, Shawnee.
Congratulations. I always Ashanti. I was her biggest fan when she first came out. I had a big Ashanti poster in my locker. Like for some reason, I always pick this person that I'm just in love with. And when I was in middle school, it was Ashanti.
Like
It
she
was
had to go,
Ashanti.
she's so cute,
Every,
and she's a good,
about
but she.
Ashanti, every
Well, one
video
thing
she did.
on my nerves, like Ashanti, that neck move, that
That that's the early 2000s.
yeah, that neck
Everybody
used
was
to
doing that in
hurt
the 2000s.
my
You
soul
got
every time she does that little neck, and then the thick sideburns. She had because I used to have the thick
Her
sideburns too. My hair
sideburns.
would grow all the way
Her
down here,
sideburns
like
is
a little monkey
crazy.
cheek. Yeah, like yeah. So
People
oh my
used to,
god, but
and
congratulations
people
to
knew
her and them.
even back then. They knew that I liked Ashanti. So when they wanted to talk about, if they wanted to make me mad, they talk about her sideburns. I remember this to this day. They used to talk about her sideburns because, like I said, I had a poster of her in my locker, and
She's the one who. This
she
is the
had no
reason why
sideburns.
she's the reason why I don't have them no more. I literally neared them off because
she was the last one to have sideburns. I will
I
say,
neared mine off because people used to call me Ashanti and they say, like, you got those thick ass Shanti like a sideburns, like a monkey chief, like the monkey chief that comes down the thing. And I used to get so frustrated with it. I went and neared it. I would near it, or I neared it all off. I neared all those sideburns off. It's like Y'all won't be saying
She
that shit no
still
more.
got the sideburns, but they're like baby hairs now. She
Yeah,
got
they
them,
grow, but they
but
still grow because they just you can still see like the shadow of it.
you can
It's still
still see it though. But she got a baby hair down.
yeah. But Ashanti's so cute. Congratulations to her and Nelly. But we got this damn.
And shout out to her for singing all of
But this
for
damn
her singing
Diddy
all
shit,
of J Lo's songs.
like, we probably got to do a quick little recap of what's going on with Diddy because Diddy needs his
Because
own
we've been
episode.
gone for a long time. We was gone during the time that Diddy's house was being raided. As y'all already know, Diddy, his legacy is torn down already. Like your whole legacy is torn down. When it comes to us, when we get successful, we need to protect our legacy. We need to protect what we build because they're so easily trying to tear it down. They did it to Bill Cosby. They did it to Michael Vick.
But this
And
is
they're
the whole
doing it
thing.
to
You
me.
know what? But I hate that we say that. I don't like that. I don't like it that
I think it's true. I'm not saying Diddy's innocent, but what I'm saying
no,
is
not that
we
he's
need
innocent.
to protect our legacy
It's not
and
that he's
stop
innocent.
doing this crazy
Black people,
BS.
stop doing the fuck shit. Stop doing it because they can't tear down nothing that you did and let them. You did something. Let's be clear. And for everybody like Mano, Mano, they sound so ignorant. He got out there and was like, "Oh, he's a black, such and such because he's a black." Like you don't want to say like the pick and choose who you make the villain. You pick and choose who you make popular. At the end of the day, all of these people did something, regardless of.
But my thing is, these are white counterparts do the same thing and worse, but their careers are not. What about the guy from Nickelodeon that was
They're
touching
white.
on the
But
children?
you know what?
Did
It's the
they
same.
arrest him? Did they take him down?
You know what?
Is
It's
he
the
in
same
jail?
thing. But this is the same thing I say about if we start living in realistically, we wouldn't have these problems. We wouldn't have these problems if we start living realistically. Like I was saying about the dark skin, light skin, white, black thing, it's the same thing. You know that you are a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, this is white. We are living in white America. We are trying to make a black America within a white America. And the key point is within. So if you're within something, something is the dominant. So obviously, overall, the white is the dominant. We already know this. We established this. They're not going to get the same shit that we get. We know this. So if you know that they're not going to get the same pressure and the same thing that you get, why would you do it? You think that you think you could do the same thing that a white person do and get away with it? You can't. And it's not that it's right. It's just a fact. And it's the world that you live in.
Like I posted on my page a while ago, Cassie's lawsuit, it kind of ignited a lot of things to come into the forefront, and a lot of people
in all actuality, because I was watching Gene Deal, especially, and you guys go pick up his new book. He got a new book out on Amazon. I'm waiting for my book to come. My book will be here. But he was actually talking about a guy named damn, what the fuck is his name? Zip, I believe. It's one of Puffy's long-standing a friend that did business with Puffy. This guy's currently incarcerated.
I think I remember seeing that. I remember seeing
that.
Guy's
Currently incarcerated. He said in 2011.
He took the fall for Diddy at
No, not Sean. This is Jimmy Henchman. Thank you. I came in my head. Jimmy the Henchman. You could Google Jimmy the Henchman. Jimmy the Henchman is a shady character. He's a street character, but he did maneuver his way and get into the music industry. Jimmy the Henchman, had ran into some trouble back in 2011, right? This is 2011 with the feds when they offered him a proffer agreement that he did not accept. Keyword, he did not accept the proffer agreement. A proffer agreement is the thing that Keefe D accepted, and the reason why Keefe D is in jail right now. Okay, he was offered a proffer agreement. They asked him in 2011 about Puffy fucking little boys. So the feds have been on Puffy's ass since 2011. He denied, he never accepted the proffer agreement and didn't say anything. When he got out from that trouble that he had in 2011, he spoke to Gene Deal, was like, yo, they asked me about Puffy. What do I know about Puffy having relations with young boys? So that was in 2011. You don't think that Cassie, this is a whole buildup. This is how the feds work. The reason why Cassie probably sued is because they told her to sue. You understand what I'm saying? They probably told her, sue to bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. Because if the feds went to her and she did anything fucked up, you understand what I'm saying? Because being in a relationship with Diddy, you probably did something illegal or something messed up that they know about. And if the feds was on his ass since 2011, and we're in 2023 when she filed this lawsuit, don't think they never contacted her. They probably been contacted her and probably threatened her ass. Bitch, you going down because we know what you did. Well, you understand? Because at the end of the day, you were still soliciting prostitutes. That's illegal. You were soliciting prostitutes, even if he under the guise of Diddy telling you to do it. As his girlfriend, get the prostitutes. We're going overseas. This, that, and the
That's
third.
what they're alleging that Carisha is doing.
You understand? So if the feds, I'm not saying that this has happened. This is just my opinion. If the feds stepped to her 5 years ago or whenever and say, hey, we know that you were dealing with Diddy when she left Diddy and they found out, okay, we see that you left, you escaped, but we need some information because, bitch, we're about to arrest you. Because we know that you done had dealings with underage people. We know you've been involved in sex trafficking. We know you've been involved in the smuggling of drugs. What do you got to say? And then she laid all out on the table because she don't want to go to jail. Like, look, yeah, I did it because I was scared, such and such, da, 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 da.
You said Cassie was a part of it. I feel like she was more of the victim.
This is what we need you to do. We need you to file a lawsuit. You understand what I'm saying? We need you to file a lawsuit because that lawsuit, it's not like people act like he paid in one day. That's not what happened.
But that lawsuit was civil. It was not criminal. It was civil.
It was for the money. This is what I'm saying. The feds will tell somebody to civilly sue somebody to pull them out of the thing so the information could get out. So more information could come out. This is the tactic. This is what we use. I mean, this is what they use.
But that's what I was saying was that Cassie lawsuit, it brought a lot of stuff to the forefront. And now everybody's jumping on the bandwagon and saying,
negotiation with
this happened, that happened. I was there when that happened. And now Diddy, I don't know.
And a lot of people are saying that Kris Jenner is on a run. They saying that Corey, and remember what Kanye West said about the guy Corey Big with the big hips, that he was a Fed and the CIA, and he was on the scene. Corey was on the scene of Kim Porter's death. Why was he there? You know, Kris Jenner, they saying Kris Jenner is nowhere to be found right now.
They're saying Corey is a Fed agent, secret undercover.
No, but Kanye West been saying this nigga is involved. Corey is involved with a lot of celebrities. A lot of people don't know, like, behind the scenes of what goes on. He's involved with a lot of celebrities. Like, you don't, like, this is how the federal agency works. They will place somebody, because even I knew the relationship with Kris Jenner and Corey because she liked a man that she could tell what to do. You see Kris, you see how she had Bruce in the basement dressing like a baby.
She probably got tired of that and she wants some D.
No, but let me tell you something. I don't believe that's the type. I don't believe that. I believe that's a planted relationship. She is a center. People don't want to believe these things about these celebrities. I be trying to tell people because I know, like, it's true. Like, they don't want to believe. Like, you don't want to believe. Oh, these are the celebrities. Beyonce's like this. Jay-Z's like this. Puffy's like this. Like I said, but no, they're not. These people be working for government agencies. These people be working for government agencies. A lot of people work for government agencies that you wouldn't even believe they work for government agencies. I think
honestly, if you want to work for the government, fine. But go ahead, do you, boo?
But this is music. But the whole music industry and the entertainment industry is ran by the government, by the CIA. People don't want to do. It's ran by the CIA. People don't understand. Like, they are entertainers. They are placed there to fool you. Do you think Beyonce really acts like that's her personality? No. Like, these are not people. That's not who they are.
It's called being professional. Like, when you go to work, are you your professional self or are you your real self?
Being an entertainer. If I can fool you, if I can make you believe, entertainment. What is entertainment? They did it in the Roman days when they had the people outside on the stage. Like if you watch Game of Thrones, they outside reenacting shit to distract people. They outside doing the shows and shit like this. They tell you what these entertainers are. You understand? A lot of these entertainers be a whole undercover for sex trafficking, undercover for drug smuggling, undercover. If you got a private plane and you could charter, you know how much drugs you can smuggle on a private plane? You know how much ads you can smuggle under the guys that I'm Diddy?
Bringing it back to Diddy.
I'm saying under the guys that I'm Diddy, because they said he had the liquid cocaine.
The pink cocaine.
In the drinks. Did you ever watch what's that Queen of thing when they had the liquid cocaine in the tequila and they were smuggling liquid cocaine in the tequila and they were smuggling it from country to country in private jets? These people it's a lot of stuff going on. I'm not saying that Diddy's guilt, because Diddy has claimed his innocence, but it's a lot of stuff that go on that people will not believe that goes on.
Is Diddy under arrest or not? Because he's out here riding bikes.
They're not going to move like that. He'll probably be arrested. They're going to arrest him. I do believe that they're going to arrest him.
They raided his house. They detained his children.
As they should have.
I believe Diddy knew that the raid was coming. He left his children there.
But kids were like, he did not leave his children there. That's the whole thing. Like, don't think that he left. Like, Diddy is not like, why was like these kids are grown. That's a 30-year-old man.
But I'm not sitting in my daddy house. I'm grown. I'm not in my daddy house.
No, but these are millionaires. This is a whole different ballgame. You wouldn't even be able to fathom the lifestyle that these kids live. This is what I'm saying.
I want to have a different lifestyle, but still, if I was rich, I would still want to have my own house. I'm sorry. I want to have my own house.
All these like this. Diddy had 3. They did synchronized raids. They raided his New York home, which they really did. New York was raided as well. Miami and LA. You understand? Okay. People have to understand these are billionaires. This is a whole nother lifestyle. Like they said, they found tapes, they found recording devices in every room. Do you know how many rooms he have? So if you find recording devices in every room, and these kids, they said they were selling what's the guy named Little Rod or what he is in his deposition, he's saying that he was selling drugs. These entertainers be doing, and do you think that all the money they make is from singing and dancing and rapping? Do you think they're able to live these lifestyles like Rick Ross?
I don't know what Rick Ross doing. I don't know what Rick Ross doing, but if we want to get into the singers, the singers are making their own tour.
Now the young lady that's on YouTube, Tisha Tells, that's been on the Diddy case, shout out to her, Tisha Tells. She said she thinks that John Odie is a witness for the feds, like he's he's supposed to been going to court, but like his court date and stuff has been pushed back. He's been on a court docket to go to court for his situation, like for over a year, and the court keep pushing back the date. So she thinks that he may be a federal witness for the Diddy trial. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the one who actually 8 years ago, when he was arrested for shooting up the Trump International, that he said that he was a sex slave for Diddy and Cassie, and he said how Diddy is sleeping with Rick Ross and DJ Khaled, and that they're all gay. He said, "Go Google. You could probably bring it up. Bring up Jonathan Odie, what he said about Diddy, and he said this 8 years ago. So everybody was looking at him like he was crazy when he said he was a sex slave for Diddy and Cassie, and they're looking at him like a sex slave. What are you talking about? Like that's just crazy." He was like, "No, they're all gay." He was like, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, they're all gay. He was like, and he was saying how Diddy had these ties, and that Diddy was tied to political figures. He was tied to princes, and that he would get on the phone on a speaker, like on a speakerphone, like while he was sex slaving or whatever, and he would discuss his business. Like on the thing, he said he then spoke to and he said he sued Diddy for giving him a disease, that Diddy gave him an incurable disease. Him at one of the freak parties, he obtained an incurable disease, and he ended up suing Diddy and getting the money, but he signed an NDA.
Do you have an idea of what that incurable disease may be?
I'm thinking herpes, but you don't know. But he didn't say. He said that
you
he ended up signing.
You want to pull the cards and see what the disease was?
that shit. I don't need the cards to tell me. You know, I'm already. You know, I'm clairvoyant. Like I said, this is why I don't like to do stories like this because I know because I'm clairvoyant and I see on the astral. I already see everything Diddy did. I see everything Diddy. And this is why I get so frustrated.
What about Carisha? Is Carisha involved with the pink cocaine?
Charge. She's the head freak. I've been saying that. HFIC. She's the head freak in charge. This girl knows what's going on. She knew, in my opinion, this is allegedly, this is just my opinion on my psychic level. I personally believe that she knows what's going on. She knew what's going on. And that it's not even so much of her and Diddy is like so much in a relationship. She's down for the money. She's there for the money. She's
definitely not. She already said she get an allowance.
Yeah, but she's there for the money. But she's gonna fall on her sword being naive and stupid because she's young and naive. She's young and she's naive and I don't think she really grasped what she got herself into. I don't think that she really got because the money's good. Like the money's good, and even on Diddy's level, like a lot of women a lot of women don't want to be the one that's spread out, but they'll spread other women out. You understand? Like they don't want to be the one like you.
She's the goat. She's the tiny, to the TI.
She's smart enough. I think she's smart enough to keep game. Like sometimes, like when some hoes meet a pimp, like you meet a pimp or something like that, and you see this nigga's trying to pimp you, and you may be like, wait, I'm too smart to let this fool pimp me, but I got a friend that I can talk this friend into do because my friend is a little gullible and she fucking niggas anyway. You know what I'm saying? So let me bring this person to this person because I'm going to get a fee for bringing this person to the pimp, but I'm going to watch her do all this, but I'm going to still be the pimp ride or die like daddy. I'm getting you these girls. They're busting it open for you. They're doing whatever they want you to do, but I'm his ride or die. And he's going to look to me. You understand? This is how you become the bottom bitch because he's going to look to me like this is a smart bitch. This is the girl that's going to sit there and get the hoes together and going to tell the hoes what they want to hear. Because that's what it takes a woman. Like a man can't be no pimp. You need a woman to do everything for you. You need a woman to sit there because how would you feel more comfortable if a woman's telling you like, girl, just get this money. Just go, you doing it anyway. It's better than coming from a woman than a man because you thinking a man is trying to take advantage of you as just being a man. So if a woman comes to you under the guise of, girl, we both getting this money. And this is how pimps do. They have that one bitch that's going to go out and solicit the hoes. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be the pretty dressed up bitch that's going to be sitting there pretty. The girl's going to be looking at you because how you got this jewelry? How you got these earrings? How you got these $5,000 earrings on? How you got how you got certain things? Oh, I got it from him because such and such. Oh, I don't have to do that no more because once you get to my status and mention these girls selling these girls a wet dream. And a lot of times when you come from poverty and come from being poor and you're not having, and you see this glitz and glamour and you having sex anyway, why not? Like, it becomes easier, but why not I don't even got to do it. I'm letting other girls do it. I'm bringing other girls like you. She sat there and said, oh, if I wanted you to, Diddy, I have you on your knees and you're an eater.
She did say that to a lady on social media.
You already knew what position you held. By even saying that, you're saying that you can tell this man, oh, I want this girl to do this, and he'll do it. But for what reason? What are you giving this man that thing? Because you giving him stability with those. He's going to listen to you, and you're going to be his favorite. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be the one that he take on the red carpet. You're going to be the one that he flashes around, whatever. He may not even be having sex with Carisha. He could be having sex with Saucy for all we know. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I said, but I'm saying you don't know. The way these freaks get there. But come on now, but we got to take responsibility. And she playing these games like, girl, and the Tunchi, what the hell is Tunchi?
You talking about Lil Wayne? You talking about Lil Wayne?
No, because Tunchi, this is what I'm saying. So all this time, when I was hollering Tunchi, when Lil Wayne was saying it, that's pink cocaine. It's pink cocaine.
That's what pink cocaine is? I never heard of pink cocaine till the story came out, y'all.
I heard of Tunchi though, but I never knew what Tunchi was.
I didn't know there was a pink cocaine. Is it better than regular cocaine?
They said they something and they're putting pink dye in it, pink food coloring to make it pink and exotic, like to make it like you're doing something exotic. And like, but a lot of these drug fuel, they said that according to Little Rod, he said that the workers have to walk around with a Prada pouch of paraphernalia that because anytime Diddy's like, I need a pill, I need some yayo, I need some tunchi. You know what I'm saying? You got to have it ready and willing for this man. And this is how these people live. A lot of people don't believe it. These people be narcissists and crazy. Like, and a lot of they're drug fueled. Like, these people are entertainers. Stop going
I
up
definitely believe Diddy's a narcissist. We already knew that from back in the day when he was on Making the Band.
with their life. They will defend and go up for these entertainers wouldn't even spit on you. You defending a person that wouldn't spit on you. And these people are not who they claim to be. Their job is to fool you, stupid. Like, their job is to make you believe that there's something they're not. That's the job. And like I said, this is the reason why, like, I know personally a lot of stuff or whatever that I don't even want to get into. This is the reason why I didn't go that route as far as entertainment, because I got tried one time. And it took me one time to get tried in a messed up situation. Like, and the thing, and like the way these people get down and the way they will and people will act like it never happened to you. They will act like like this never happened. And it could be thousands of like people that saw it. And they will sit there winning. And have you sitting around looking crazy. Like,
yeah.
You have to be very careful. And with this Diddy situation, it's going to go on and on and on. And Stevie J was trying to come out being his spokesperson. Stevie, you are not a good character.
He was the only one trying to speak up for him.
Because Stevie, wasn't you the one getting fellatio while you were live on an interview with a black young journalist at Diddy's house? Wasn't that Diddy's house that you was laid back getting head fellatio while you was doing an interview at Diddy's house? Like, you're not.
I do remember that. I didn't know it was at Diddy's house, but I do remember that interview where he was getting fellatio.
Yeah, that was in Miami at Diddy's house at Star Island.
But if anybody was gonna be at a Diddy freak off, Stevie J would be at a Diddy freak off.
But you probably you understand, like, Diddy is slick. Diddy is sneaky. Obviously, he's been getting away with things for years, because where there is smoke, there is a 5-alarm fire. Like I said, there is something going on. May not be to the capacity or to the level that they're blowing it up to be, but there is something going on. So
very much something
going on that's been going on since the early 90s. That's been going on. This is like, how is he
this
able
is going on? I think it's been going on since Tupac and Biggie.
It has. You've been
it's been going on since then.
And like, because you're untalented, like you're a talent thief, you're a sponge, you steal other people's talent, you're a succubus.
And he don't pay his artists well.
You go around like you started with Devontae. Where's Devontae? Because you did Devontae worked and worked and worked and worked, and you took a lot of credit for a lot of things allegedly Devontae did.
And he dropped a lot of good artists. A lot of good artists fell under Diddy, and I will always blame him for Danny Kane, for Cherry Dennis, Mary J. Blige,
and Mary. You were allegedly pregnant by him. You were allegedly sleeping with him. You slept with a minor. You in trouble too, Mary, because Mary, who knows that the feds is on her ass? Because that boy Danny boy.
Mary recently came out and said that her next album may be her last album.
Well, so yeah, because you on your way to Club Fed, because you did sleep with allegedly the Danny Boy situation. Danny Boy wrote a book, and he actually I watched that interview where he said that her and Misa, Puffy's baby mother, that was allegedly dealing with Suge Knight. That was dealing with Suge Knight was he said he was 16. He didn't, he's 16. It was Mary J. Blige.
Back in the day, they didn't care. Like back in the early 90s, it was. I'm not saying this right, but it was more common to see a younger
boy. Like he said, she was flying him to New York to come stay with him. Like, he's from LA. You're flying this young 16-year-old boy. Mm-hmm. And you're a grown
woman on drugs. She was on drugs. Mary was on drugs.
That's very grown. That's grown.
Mary was on drugs.
Drugs equals grown.
Drugs don't equal grown. That equals you can afford your own drugs. That means you
It
can
takes
buy
a
your
toll.
own drugs. You ain't got nobody else to buy them for you. But Mary was on drugs during that time. So
This is what I'm saying, and there was a lot going on. So that may not be the only young boy that she slept with. Who knows? And it's a lot of stuff that was going on that's coming out throughout this puppy situation. And it's what getting back to Stevie J. What I wanted to say with Stevie J, the point I was making was that Stevie J, you got to be very careful of why Diddy is very calculating and Diddy is very slick. Why did he bring you back into the fold? You could be going down for the whole sex thing because you was around since the 90s, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So they could be trying to put the whole sex part, and you a freak. You known for
And
being.
he been a freak. Been a freak.
He could. He
7
probably
days
trying to
a
put
week.
the whole sex party thing on you. Like you don't know. Like
That's true. And also, Diddy, I feel like he needed some publicity. He needed some positive publicity, and Stevie J was the only one that was gonna stick beside him.
and for people and for the people still sitting around talking about his legacy and trying to take a black man down and trying to
Okay,
no, a black man shouldn't have did what he did to be taking down.
what I'm saying is, as a black man, if I was to ever make it to the level Diddy was at, you wouldn't catch me in no scandal.
Right.
You wouldn't catch me in no sex party. You wouldn't catch me in nowhere because at the end of the day, I got something to lose. I got a lot to lose. And at the end of the day, none of that really matters. If I want to have a freak off, I know somebody that I know personally, and they can come to my house and whatever. But I'm not finna have a sex party and have a whole bunch of people around
more
and
than
sex trafficking.
Allegedly killerization. This is when you get amount. This is what I'm saying. When you see the amount of power and the thing and the thing, because I had a friend that had a house. Well, her family had one house in the Berkshires. Because when I did intern, a lot of the executives' kids were doing the interns too. So they were just their kids like working there for the summer and stuff like that. So you become cool with these kids and they want to take you to the Berkshires and take you to the house. The money that I've been around, the money that these people have. Like I said, these people, you know nothing about money. The stuff that I was gifted a David Yurman necklace that was over $30,000. It was just a gift. Here you go. I'm like, I didn't even know what David Yurman is. This is how I got in by interning with the white kids and learning their fashion and learning their bit. I didn't know what David Yurman. What is this? So she was like, oh, this is the David Yurman that I don't wear anymore, but I think it would look great on you. Here you go. I didn't know what it was when I got home, and I told the David Yurman, you know how much that costs? I was trying to do some research because we didn't have the Google at the time. I took it down to where I think it was it may have been Barney's. I think it was Barney's. I took it to Barney's to price it over $30,000, and just gave it to like nothing, like it was nothing. Like I said, the amount of money. That's why I said that money that don't move me. Like all that money and stuff like that. Please, I'll throw in a Fashion Nova T-shirt and stuff like that. I got jewelry like that thing.
I'd rather be happy than be,
into that. But these people,
all the other stuff.
Away with things. They're used to getting things. They're used to having their way. Like once they get past a certain amount, and do you think it's not above for them to take you out for them to survive? You understand?
Yeah.
Like if it comes between you and them,
for the greater good,
they won't blink twice about taking you out.
And that's even in regular day life. That's what I'm gonna need y'all to learn.
So imagine
your friends like wisely.
If somebody would do that for a low amount of money, like you said, in everyday life. Imagine someone with money and power, and that they feel that you could take you down. That's why I said, don't think Beyonce. Please, if I'm just bold enough to admit it. If I was Beyonce, and I'm not saying she did anything, but if I was her and I felt that some woman was jeopardizing my relationship with my man and my millions with a baby, oh yeah, her and that baby got to go. And I wouldn't think twice about it. And I would sleep easy. I would go to sleep like a baby, like just snore. And people don't want to admit it, but it's true. It's just true. Like I'm not going to let you jeopardize my situation for your life is not that important to me. I'm sorry, it's not.
I agree with you, and we could talk about this all night, but it's late in Atlanta.
It is late in New York.
It's late.
I think I'm about.
We started late, but we gonna get better with coming to y'all weekly.
But we do need to come back. Maybe we could come back Sunday because we need to dive into I was gonna bring probably my sister and my cousin up because they want to talk about the Diddy situation as well. And maybe we could just go into a live just about strictly about the Diddy situation and go into the documents
Yeah,
because
because when the Diddy situation came up, me personally, I was dealing with so much. I was like, I ain't got time for this right now. I really don't have time for the Diddy stuff.
please, I was sitting around
Yeah.
like, finally, it happened to him. All I was
And
saying
then
was,
we're gonna talk about the drag. Let our next podcast, we're gonna talk about the Jaguar right of it all,
oh
and
yeah,
her jumping on the bandwagon every time it rolls around her city or her town. I feel like she's whatever she says is gonna go viral just because Jaguar Wright said it. But I would just need for Jaguar, if you still want to be an artist, then put out some music, just like Azalea Banks.
artist. I don't think she's an artist anymore. And as far as like with Jaguar, a lot of people, you got to learn how to eat the meat and spit out the bone. Everything.
Because Jaguar be saying a whole lot of stuff, and I'm like,
Obviously,
Jaguar.
she may have her she may have her mental issues and stuff like that. But everything that she's saying is not a lie. And because when she been with saying things, but this is stuff that everybody knows. She's not coming like she's the guru or the go-to or the know-all of the celebrity in and out. This is stuff that everybody knows. Everything that she's saying, I'm thinking what she said about Jay-Z and Big L. I'm not thinking I knew them on.
She talks about a lot of people, and
like, but this is not nothing new. Like, this is, if you are from New York and in certain circles, this is stuff everybody knew and everybody talked about. So she's not saying anything that's far-fetched. A lot of people that's not in those circles and not from New York or not around those particular people wouldn't probably be shocked, but people that are be like, oh, that shit is old. We've been through that. That been happening. Like that ain't nothing new.
I just feel like some of it is cap. I will admit.
No, she does. I think she puts 10 on 20. Like she'll add an extra 10 on 20.
I'm like, girl, but when I look at the views, she's getting millions of views. Millions.
She's dramatic. It's her delivery. If
It's her
somebody
delivery.
Shady, let me tell you. Okay. When I was 10, I went down to the basement, and because this is what you do. You go down to the basement and you go and you get things. And I wasn't expecting a dog to be there. And when the dog bit my foot off and ran down the hall with my foot, I sat there with my nub and it was bleeding out. And she's really charismatic and dramatic. She will pull you.
She is. And that's what I'm saying is y'all watching Jaguar.
I be like this. She just did it.
I'm just saying.
Go check out Real Life Street Stars.
I believe 40% of what Jaguar is saying. 40,
go check out Storm Monroe.
40%.
Actually, too. Shout out to Storm Monroe because he has Sloan Bella. A lot of people are kind of calling this lady a fake and calling her a fraud. But like she said, y'all sound stupid calling her a fake and a fraud because you are paying her. She's not going out there soliciting anybody. She does a thing. It's just like if I wanted to do a reading for you, I don't even do readings for everybody. I would do readings for certain people if you DM me and if I get a good vibe for you and I'll say I'll do one for you, but I don't even do readings for everybody. That's saying you have to come to me. I'm not scamming you because you asked me. You understand? She's not scamming nobody. This lady been around. This lady been reading and telling people since Montel Williams. I remember her on Montel Williams. That's how far Sloan Bella goes back. So a lot of these people saying that she's a fraud and she's a fake, you're probably mad because you don't have the gift of the sight. Everybody gift the sight works different ways. Like right now I'm hearing voices. Right now things is telling me you hear whispers and like voices. It works different for everybody. I don't need cards to read a person. I could look at you and probably tell you your whole life. I can hear your voice and probably tell you your whole life.
Oh yeah,
everybody is different. This woman is not scam. It can't be a scam when you go into her. That's number one. And shout out to the DJ Academics. He did an interview with Donald J. Trump Jr. It was an excellent interview.
I heard that as well. He threw Donald under the bus.
He threw who?
Not Donald, Diddy.
He didn't actually throw Diddy under the bus. They asked him about Diddy. He said
that Kim Porter was scared of Diddy.
What happened was he said that his ex-wife was a model in New York, which she was, and that she was friendly with Kim Porter. And Kim Porter was always scared of Diddy from what his wife told him. His wife told him that he was a bad guy. that Kim said that Diddy was a bad guy. And when the wife found out that Kim had suddenly passed away from pneumonia, she reached out to him. No, they were no longer married, but she had reached out to him. It was like Kim died, and there's something strange with that because she just up and died from pneumonia. I don't trust that because she was always scared of that guy. Like, you understand? So he's saying that now that being that, now that everything has come out, just like with us, like with everything that's coming out, we're starting to.
I just tried to follow Sloan Bella, and Instagram asked me, "Are you sure you want to follow Sloan Bella?" Because she has posted false information about other people. Are you sure?
They say that about when you tell the truth on there, like when you tell the truth, like even when my certain posts.
That's what it said. I'm just saying what the people on Instagram is saying.
Somebody has reported you. Like with me, if I put certain things about Donald Trump and how the media is fucked up, because if you put things about Biden, if you put that you like Biden and you for Biden and such, they are posted without a problem. But if you put like
Instagram,
Trump,
I will say is real funny, and they've been on my behind on my page about the stuff that I post. So I understand how they like to control the media. They like to control what you say.
No, but eventually, and if they do it too much to your page, that's going to come up on your page too when people go to follow you. Are you sure you want to?
It affects your algorithm too. Like if they don't want a certain post.
This woman already has a following. This woman has been spot on with a lot of things. She has her own following. Everybody, you're not going to be right about everything. That's not how it works. Everything is not going to be right. You were wrong. It's a thing. It's just like, you ever watch Eve's Bayou? When Debbie Morgan was doing the thing, and when she gave the lady the salve and stuff like that, and Eve asked her, well, what if it don't work? She said, well, I guess she ain't gonna sue me, huh? You know what I'm saying? You're dealing in spirituality. Everything doesn't work. It may work and it may not work, but that's a chance that your ass was willing to take because you came to me. You understand? So therefore, you came to me. I didn't come to you. I didn't say, hey, let me do. You came to me seeking help from me. So if you came to me seeking help from me and I gave you my wisdom and guidance and told you something to do, it may work for you and it may not. It depends if the gods are pleased or not. Maybe they're not pleased with you and it's not going to work in your favor, but maybe it is. And maybe you'll keep coming back to me. Everything is up in the air. But like she said, you solicited her. She didn't solicit you. You came to her. So I can't scam you if you came to me. And if I post something that may not be right, but it's something I believe, because even with my post about Trump, I am a Trump supporter. And a lot of people and like niggas, the dumb niggas want to get out there. Why you think? Because you're stupid and you're sitting there following the dumb Democrats and you'll be in slavery and think for the rest of your life. You don't even see what the Democrats are trying to do. Like, I'm a poor Republican. I'm not a Democrat. So why would I vote Democrat? It's nothing poor. I don't even, only poor person I like is myself. No. Mm-mm.
So this is so random. I just seen Ralph on social media, Drew's husband, and every picture that he got on his page, he ain't got no clothes on. What's going on, Ralph? Drew's husband on Atlanta Housewives. Are you still married? You still trying to get back with Drew?
Probably so.
But anyway, we just gonna have to move forward. We had a very deep discussion here on the Mason Shady Show. We do tend to get deep every now and then. However, it's getting late in Atlanta. It's already late in Atlanta. And I want to thank everybody for joining us.
Yes,
everybody who made a comment, make sure you hit the like button so we can come more often for you guys. We want to be here more often. We've been away for a long time. So I want to give a shout out to everybody who came and supported us. We appreciate all of you. And especially Princess, she's the one who got us started in it all.
Yes, that is the mother of the house, Miss Princess A.
Got us started in these YouTube streets. Thank you to Mims who came through. Carol, Cleo.
I think he went on a little vacation because I ain't see him up. I see him but the video's back up now.
I think he might have went on a vacation. I'm not sure, but shout out to him for showing up. Shar saying that we need to do a meeting.
I love Shar.
Sure, we are in two. I'm in Atlanta. Mason's in New York. We are in. Maybe we could do a meet and greet one day and meet somewhere halfway, or maybe we could go to DC somewhere and meet halfway, or maybe do something like that. But maybe we could do a meet and greet in Atlanta if it's enough people here in
Yeah,
Atlanta. We
because
could do.
I gotta get to Atlanta. My brother is in Atlanta. I want to go visit him. I haven't seen him since he in person. I haven't seen my brother like in person since he was like probably 5, and he's like 30 now, 30 something.
When you do come, just let me know and we can have a meet and greet. We definitely got to meet. We've been working together for so long,
Yes, because
and we have not met in person. That's
I'm
crazy.
telling you, as soon as I get my arm and my health and everything with my thing all down packed, I am out this bitch. I am all over. I'm telling you, I'm in front of
That,
your door. You ain't gonna even know what you doing here. Now look what you
no,
doing
you
here.
come on in. Come on in. Have a seat. I'll be with you in a minute. That's it. That's just how I
Yes,
am. Come on
yes, you
in.
gonna be with me with that port. You gonna bring me a little glass of that port.
I bring.
Yes,
You're not gonna come to my house and not have a glass. That's one thing about me. You come over my place, I'm like, what you want? You want some liquor? You want some wine? Want some
yes,
juice? Want some water? What do you want? Because I got it in the refrigerator.
yes. You
So
a
that's
hostess
just
with
how I am.
mostess. You gonna just really be a great host.
I'm gonna give you what you want. So, Mace, do you have anything else to say before we close it out for today?
I just
For
want to
this
thank
morning?
people again for bearing with us and still hanging in there with us. You know, we pop up when
Yes.
we want to pop up, but we do appreciate our little core group. I feel like your guys' family, Yvette, Shaw, Princess, Nola, CC. Shout out to Sinitra as well. All our day
Princess.
ones. You know, really appreciate you guys. You know, you're like our little family, and we feel comfortable. You know, because I could tell y'all my most inner deep thoughts,
We
and I
we
feel
we share our embarrassing moments and we
we
don't care.
do.
We share the moments that we've been on teleport and it's been too much, but it's okay
Yeah, and
because
I
we're
don't give a damn
comfortable.
because I know what this world is crazy. Nothing here, nothing matters but love. Love each other.
We say what we want to say over
Right.
here,
Try to
but
just be kind to each other. You know, if you can help somebody out, you know, help them out without wanting anything in return. Always start everything with a pure heart. When you go in pure, everything will work out. Don't always go in thinking that you're going to get something. Just go in with wanting to help your fellow man. Like if you see
I
somebody
agree. I
in need,
agree.
try to help them because at the rate we're going with the eclipse, you see what's going on. To people, prayers out to the people in Dubai that's suffering from this
Now,
cloud.
I don't know what's going on in Dubai. I don't know what's going on in Dubai, but when the eclipse happened, it seemed like everybody was acting crazy, and I don't know what the F was going on, but
No,
everybody was cutting up,
because
and I
allegedly
was
these
like,
people
"Is
was
this the
cloud
eclipse
people was
energy, or
cloud
what is it?" Everybody was cutting up during that time.
Yeah, they were allegedly cloud
For
seeding.
me personally,
They
it
were
was.
manipulating the weather, allegedly cloud seeding, putting these gases into the cloud to create rain because it was a dry area. They had the camels slipping and sliding down the
I saw the camels about
the
to
camels
drown. They ain't never
slipping and
seen that
sliding. I'm
much
like,
water.
Jay, I was watching my phone like
Like
Jay, like Jay. The camels was just slipping and
the
sliding.
camels are slipping and sliding in Dubai, and I feel like nobody's immune to Earth's wrath. I
Yes,
feel
and it
like
can
we've
happen
been.
anywhere. So you
I feel
be
like
careful.
global warming affects us in a lot of different ways, and y'all don't realize it, but it does. So we're seeing a lot of phenomena. New York had an earthquake not too long ago.
And I ain't feel shit.
You didn't feel the earthquake?
I did not feel. I was in a beauty salon, African beauty salon, with my daughter getting her hair braided. I didn't feel anything. My aunt called me, was like, it was an earthquake. So I'm like, where? So I'm jumping up. I'm in the place running around. So I'm like, when? And I'm shaking. I'm acting like it's happened. She's like 5 minutes ago. I'm like, oh, bitch. I didn't feel nothing. So then I see they phones started ringing, like the African ladies or whatever. So they sitting there, talking in their language. So they was like, yeah, mommy, an earthquake. And so he was like, so the lady was like, I felt something. I felt like a shake. So I'm like, I was sitting right here. I didn't feel nothing.
I remember an earthquake happened here in Atlanta when I was a kid, and all I felt was I was asleep at the time. It happened early in the morning, and I felt like somebody was trying to wake me up, like somebody was nudging me.
Yeah, we had
But
one
then
in
I
New York
woke
before. I
up.
felt that one. We had in New
When I
York before.
woke up and then I saw my dresser was moving, my mirror was moving, and I was like, "What is going on?" Because Atlanta, we don't get earthquakes. New
Yeah.
York, we doesn't get
We don't get
earthquakes like
earthquake
that.
either. We had an
But
earthquake back in early 2000s. It was like a quick shake, like a tremor, like a quick shake. It was like the aftershocks. But we really get earthquakes, so it was the experience. So the people that felt it,
like people in Cali, maybe California Cutie can attest to this. They get earthquakes a little bit more often than we do on the east side. We don't really get earthquakes like that.
but with this
So,
thing and with God is speaking, and I believe that it's like the poles are shifting, and what we didn't get, we're gonna start to receive, and what on the other side, because you even see like in California, it was snowing, like in Vegas.
right, it was snowing in California while it was hot in here in Atlanta this
Yeah,
year.
Vegas.
So,
No, like so the deserts are becoming greenery, and in the Bible, you know what I'm saying. And the Bible did say when the deserts, when those lands become green again, we are near the end of times. So therefore, when they are switching around, so that's why I said just try your best to live your life as righteous as possible. Do what feels true to you. Always be true to yourself, try to be as honest as possible, and just try to help people where you can. And because you just never know when it's all over, and party over, lights out of time. You never know.
amen to that. Y'all make sure y'all follow Mace with the Mess on Instagram. Also, you can follow me on Shadier Room on Instagram as well. And Mace, once again, do you have any final thoughts before we close it out for tonight?
That's it. Be kind. Be kind.
And I want to add to that, y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. Thank y'all for hitting that like button and sticking beside us through these hard times. We appreciate y'all. And we will be back when y'all see us for the next video. Y'all have a good.
Keep your notifications on. We just pop up.
We'll
We
just
like
pop up
that
in
at
the
this time. We popping up.
In the name of Jesus, we'll be back. Y'all have a good one.